idea on who it might be?
No.
Why? Why are you protecting them?
Why should I?
You're protecting his source?
Because I'm not like that. I don't rat people out like he fucking rats people out.
I never rat people out.
Okay.
I never give up my sources on anything like this DePace thing. Let me tell you about this DePace thing.
Go ahead.
I have people running.
Everybody knows about that. The whole hallway knows about what
he's
went
got
down.
a report on that. What do you know about it?
I'm not saying anything. It's not my business.
What we have confirmed
Ronnie,
is this.
You would make this show very successful.
Yeah. Ronnie, you don't understand. We need information so that we can have a show.
All right. Well, then let him do it. Let him be the rat ass.
Here we go.
Scott DePace,
shit reporter.
According to multiple sources. Sorry, I heard the shit reporter comment.
Stinks.
You're a terrific reporter. Don't listen to him.
Could I please get this story out before I really have to take action?
Oh, is that a threat or a promise?
No, I'm talking to Howard. Excuse me.
Be my guest.
Ahead. Multiple sources, Howard, say that Scott DePace has set rules in the Howard TV control room.
I heard
he
that.
must be notified when he's being shot by a camera because he doesn't want any unflattering images of himself on the Howard TV behind the scenes.
Here's another guy
for example, when
who
he
doesn't understand how we make a living.
For example, when he is sitting back in his chair.
Thanks, Scott, for taking the heat off.
He doesn't want those moments captured. And in fact, I have confirmed he shined a mag light in one of the cameramen's cameras because they were trying to get a shot of him yesterday.
Has everyone gone nuts around here?
And he called one of his producers.
How are we going to make a living?
You did call one of the producers back there unintelligent yesterday as well.
Is any of it true?
Wow.
Is any of that true? And I believe it is true.
Bits and pieces, but not for the reasons he's saying.
Go ahead.
So the first thing is,
yes,
I simply don't want a camera spying on me. I have no problem with a camera.
Me neither, asshole.
Well, none of us want a camera spying.
So all I requested was that they let me know when they're shooting and when I'm in the control room. I'm in the control room doing my thing.
Yeah, but something went down that would have been good on Howard TV.
No, not once. I simply said I want to know. Now listen. Let me explain to you.
John, what was the event he boycotted?
Let's hear, Howard, with all due respect, let's hear what he says so that I can contradict it with facts.
On the life of my kids, I never told them they can't shoot me. Never once.
But the other day they couldn't shoot you.
They could too.
They have to inform you.
All I said is just let me know. So a couple of segments went by when all of a sudden I look over my shoulder and there's a camera there and I'm like, hey, can you just let me know? So then apparently, so they were letting me know, but it wasn't loud enough. I wasn't hearing it. So I said, well, can you tap me on the shoulder or do something so that I know you're shooting me? And that was the whole controversy.
But I thought there was something going on that was of particular interest, and the guys were afraid to pick up the camera because they couldn't alert you during it because you were having a meltdown.
Yesterday, my switcher was melting down. I'm doing all this stuff, and you were yelling at me because there was shit in the monitor.
Right.
Rightfully.
Was that the incident?
There was another incident as well. During
tell Lee to get in here.
When Kelsey, the woman with the large breasts, came in, and there was the jumping jacks incident back in Howard TV.
Right.
My sources tell me that Scott told them not to shoot it, and in fact yelled at Greg Carmel, the cameraman, for documenting the event when he was just doing his job.
That's a lie. That's libel.
Then let's get them in
to court.
Then let's get them in here.
That person is.
I have
a flat-out lie. The only reason I did it was because there was a camera.
Are you censoring what is being shot of yourself?
Never once. No.
You're not censoring.
Can I ask a question? I got a question.
Not that I'm aware of.
Scott, if you get into an argument with somebody, somebody doesn't have time to tap you on the shoulder, but it's interesting. Will they get in trouble if they shoot?
No, I'm talking about that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when I'm doing my job and over my shoulder there happens to be a camera there, and not when I'm arguing with someone. That's of course fair game.
Nobody shoot it yesterday when you were having this huge argument in the hallway, and Jason went out, and everybody was afraid to shoot it because they were told they can't shoot you.
What is this?
All right, listen to me. Listen to me. Yes, Doug, what do you want to say?
Bring one of these people in here. Is this one of them?
That's one of them.
No. I'm actually going to defend Scott.
Listen, let me say something. Never mind your defense. Here's what I'm going to say.
Well, I'll tell you what
I got to cut through the bullshit.
He's not interested in that.
Everyone, cut the bullshit. None of you are superstars. I am a superstar. You are not. The reason people know your name is because of me. Why do they know your name? Because we make everyone part of the show. You don't pick and choose what you can be part of. Get the cameras on, and let's go, baby.
Can I just tell you what happened?
Jason
saw this fight, part 2. Now, I don't know why John, the great reporter, is not reporting that he has this all on. He was in there with the microphone. They had part one. It was all on camera. It was all on. He recorded it. So they picked it up in the hallway after the show, and I guess there just wasn't a camera around. And
the camera. Why don't I have the tape this morning?
I don't know.
In other words, if it were anybody else, you'd be, Gary, you're not going to believe this. Jason and John Hine had a huge fight. Here's the audio.
Good point. Why is it not being
we
shown?
can. I think you're going to be bored.
Is there an edict, Doug?
Why didn't you do this?
Is there an edict? I did the story yesterday on Howard 100 News with Lee versus Scott.
So,
but is there an edict that Scott cannot be shot in unflattering positions when he's leaning back in his chair?
No.
Well, I don't think I'd want to be shown that way. And if I knew a camera was on me, I probably would straighten up. Of course, I'm not an idiot.
And that's the point here. The point, what Gary is saying is, cameras can shoot Gary ad nauseum, but you are putting rules on what cameras can show.
Well, if that's true, then tell Gary to turn that camera on 24/7. I want to see what he's doing in his office.
It's on all the time during the show.
No, it's not. He hits a button and it goes on for 10 seconds.
That's after you fucked me last year. But also, every day I'm here.
All right.
Lieberman, you got this one wrong, pal.
I did not get this one wrong. I totally stand by this.
All right, as long as it's straightened out now.
Yeah, sort of.
Everybody's a superstar right here. Ronnie doesn't want to be asked questions.
Yeah, they're all going no access.
No access. No access. We won't have a show anymore.
Never said it.
Lieberman, good job.
Thank you.
Bullshit.
Good job. Bullshit.
No comment. Scott.
Well, I got King of All Blacks wants to comment. Thank you, Red Gypsy. King of All Blacks, yes.
Yeah, Ronnie and a couple of other people up there, they want to be you,
right?
But without the criticism,
right?
They just want to chill and be a superstar, but they want to be you, like, because it seems like you don't get any criticism from people,
right?
So they want to be like you, and,
right?
And what's going to happen eventually is that they're going to grow a hatred to you,
right? King's on track with this.
Yeah, you know I'm always on track.
Not always, but this time you are.
Yeah, I was like, boy, he's making sense.
Yeah, I mean, look at this guy. All of a sudden, he's making sense.
How's my phone sound?
The phone
not
is
that great.
It's not great. I don't know why, but thank you, King. All right, Mark, you have the last word on this, and then I really do have to take a break. And then we'll do a nude workout and a lot of other things, Robin. If you can undress during the commercial.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, smart.
Everybody else, too.
Yeah. Not just you. Oh, what is it, Mark?
I love you, Howard. I got to say, Ronnie seems to be a bit insecure. I think he realizes he might be in over his head, and he's pedaling desperately to try to keep his head above water. That might be why he's so offensive every time he thinks someone's attacking him.
Yeah, he goes on the offense. You're right. I mean, guy says to me, "Did you get a new car?" He's like, "Oh, get a new car. Fuck you, you asshole." Yeah, I mean, but the cursing.
You brag about that, wouldn't you? I mean, shouldn't that give him bragging rights?
Sure. Why not? Listen, Ronnie says Howard has his things. He likes new electronics. If Lieber says you get a new phone, yeah, I got a new phone.
Hey, Howard,
and he talks about it.
I can almost understand why DePace would be kind of ticked off. He just doesn't, he doesn't want unflattering pictures of himself taken. I don't think that's right that he makes that edict, but that's his edict.
Yeah, he certainly takes unflattering pictures of us.
I don't understand the Ronnie thing even for a second.
Yeah, no.
I mean, Ronnie wants to be a judge on the intern beauty pageant. Ronnie wants to come in here and help out with Kelsey and the bathing suits. But the other part of that is also allowing yourself to be exposed in other ways.
Absolutely.
I don't get it.
Well, the best is I bought a car that everyone will look at, and I don't want them looking at me.
Yeah, he doesn't want attention.
So either he's crazy or he's retarded.
He's got to calm down a little, and you know what it is. He's getting very big with his Ronnie Block party.
I think he needs some psychotherapy.
That's the problem. You're getting a little. You got the Ronnie Block party.
Right, Fred.
What?
I'm crazy. I told you that.
I'm just really trying to understand this, Ronnie. I don't understand like the venom towards Lieberman. I mean, Lieberman's just doing
Fuck
his
Lieberman.
job. Why?
He's a shyster reporter. I don't like him.
He's a what?
Shyster.
A shyster.
A shyster's
I don't
a
like
lawyer.
him.
You know what a shyster is?
Yeah, I know what a shyster.
What is a shyster?
Never mind.
All right, that's right.
I don't know. Whatever.
Listen.
But you're funny too.
Calm down.
No, I don't. What am I doing? I'm not
Look at
doing
me.
anything.
That's right. You do nothing.
I'm not.
So be happy. You got a great job.
Here we go.
Well, I just agreed with you.
Here we go.
I agreed with you.
Nothing.
You said I don't do anything. I go. I agree.
All right. You're right. I do nothing.
Wait, I agree with you.
I do nothing. You're right. Why do you have me? If I do nothing, you're right.
If I agree with you,
I'm part of the wallpaper.
No, you're right.
I'm fucking crazy. I told you that.
Didn't you have Lieberman to your house for a barbecue? Didn't you have Lieberman to your house for a barbecue?
Yeah, because I like his girlfriend. I can't stand him.
Oh. What, John?
No.
Didn't he have you to a barbecue?
And his nice son. He has a nice son.
Yeah.
But he's a douchebag. I'm sorry.
You like his girlfriend and his son.
Okay, let me tell you something. Jim McClure just sent me an interesting email, and this should put this to rest.
Look at you.
You told everybody at the barbecue.
Look how angry you are.
You told everybody at the barbecue that you had, which I attended.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That about the pace car. So it can't be a secret. You wanted it known. I didn't hear it there, but you wanted it known.
No, I told friends of mine what I was doing.
You know when
You're
you
not my
tell
friend.
people that it's going to get... You're not my friend either.
Good.
And by calling on me to be fired yesterday, that is extremely disrespectful.
Look, yeah, that's the part you missed on the wrap-up show.
Because I would never question you in your capacity. I would never say, Howard,
Dude,
I think this guy should be fired.
I was tweaking your buttons just like everybody else does to me. And you didn't like it at all.
And
you went off the deep end when I said that to you.
And
you
DePace
went
is a
off
man.
the deep end.
I will give this to
Ronnie,
DePace.
You went over the line. He never criticizes your job.
Never.
Oh, I was screwing around with him like everybody does to me.
You
Okay.
went over the line.
All right. Yeah, I go over.
I don't make personal attacks.
I go over the line.
You said he's not
I
competent.
go over the line.
You
And
said
at
he was
least-
incompetent.
Look, at least Scott DePace stood...
Yes, sir, General.
At least Scott DePace stood there. Listen to me. At least Scott DePace stood there just now and answered my questions,
Good for him.
admitting that he has put rules on when the camera can shoot him. He must be alerted.
You're Jewish.
You just told me...
Dude, you're Jewish. What are you talking with your hands for? Jewish people don't talk with their hands.
Scott, you just told me...
Italians
that
do,
you,
like me.
Scott,
what the hell's wrong with you?
Scott, you just told me that you
Look at him.
alerted everybody that you have to be told when you are being shot.
Where's your black dick, man? Let me see it.
Yes, that's true.
Thank you.
think Ronnie's
Howard, did you hear
yes,
that?
Listen, you don't have to justify this to me.
You're so upset.
I am not upset at all, but I don't like. I do not like when my professionalism and my profession is questioned. I know how to be a reporter, and I am not here to explain to you. I am not here to explain to you the fundamentals of journalism.
All right,
you're going to blow an eye vessel like me, man. Look out.
Now you pissed off John.
I'm done.
Did he just throw down the
Yeah. It's getting crazy.
Everybody around here is nuts.
Mark, go ahead because I got to take a break.
I feel for you, Ronnie. It really sucks when it feels like people are teaming up on you.
Well,
but, hey, you got people out there that are supporting you. I'm not sure where they are, but they're out there, okay?
Teaming up on him. They asked him if he got a new car.
Yeah. I don't know quite what to say about it. Maybe he's self-hating and projecting it on others. I can't quite.
I mean, what kind of question is that to blow up over?
Don't you want to know about Ronnie's new car?
Yeah, but he certainly doesn't want me to. That's why.
But he's driving around in a pace car. I mean, he's not in the Indy 500.
That's like waving a flag.
I mean, that's like me going out in my fart man costume saying, "Please don't comment on what I'm wearing."
It's like skywriting and saying, "Please don't read the note."
Right. I mean, what is that?
It's like a woman walking out with Band-Aids on her nipples
I'm going
and
to
saying,
walk out
"Don't
of
stare
my
at my
house.
tits."
I'm going to walk out of my house naked and then say, "Please don't comment on it." I mean, what is that? Yeah, Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, if Ronnie can't handle jokes about his pace car, how's he going to handle all the jokes after Richard blows him? Because even if Ronnie takes a joke, he's going to get jokes about it for the rest of his life.
All right, thank you, Matt. You had the last word on that.
I'm telling you, we're getting into a weird area with those two in a funny way. So it's out there. So Ronnie's doing this weird move. Ronnie's just leaning against the wall, and Ronnie's at the far wall, and Lieberman's over here by the green room, and they're just yelling at each other. And Ronnie's like the guy in the movie, like the gangster, like flip of the coin. He goes, "You're a shit reporter." And I don't know why, but Lieberman goes, "Fuck you! I'm not a shit reporter." I'm telling you, it's getting weird.
Oh my God. Do they know that?
It's completely repetitive, by the way. Like you could go out there an hour, and the conversation will have not changed at all.
Started up again. It's like that Star Trek.
But Ronnie has figured. But here's the funny thing: Ronnie has figured out if he calls him a shit reporter, it gets under his skin.
Right.
But Ronnie can't. We talk about this how rapid it is. Ronnie doesn't understand how you rile him up to get under his skin. He doesn't. No, he doesn't like me. I go, but you don't really not like Lieberman. You're just fucking with him. He goes, I know. It's very interesting.
John, why did you finally crack with this Ronnie nonsense? What pushed you over the edge today?
Calling me a shit reporter.
I only speak the truth.
But you're typically able to separate the two. You're typically...
I am, but you know what, Greg? I am able to separate the two, but I don't like to be called a shit reporter in front of millions of listeners and viewers of Howard TV. I mean, nobody likes their professionalism questioned, and that was the point. I've never once questioned Ronnie's professionalism. I've never once said Ronnie's a bad security guard, or Ronnie isn't good at his job, or Ronnie isn't good in this way. I was simply reporting a story, which, Greg, I want to point out, turned out to be true. The story I reported was true. He has a pace car. That is the bottom line here. And Ronnie trying to tell me how to be a reporter is completely and utterly ridiculous. And then suggesting that I should be fired goes too far. It just goes too far.
What do you think this speaks to? I mean, why would Ronnie take these roads? Why would he go down these avenues?
Because... Fuck. Because when you have no defense and you're backed into a corner, you scratch and claw your way out. And that's
I'm always watching you.
exactly. But this Ronnie thing is not going to end, because the reality is, when you break it down, he knows how to push my buttons and I know how to push his. This may go on forever.
Just remember, I'm here behind you, man. I'm always around.
Watch those cupcakes. He's putting on a few pounds with the cupcakes.
He's worried about me watching cupcakes. You should be watching the TV screen, man.
Is it safe to say that the honeymoon is over? That your little golden era that you enjoyed
my
the first
1 year.
year?
You know, this week marks my 1 year. I think the honeymoon, or maybe it was, it marks my 1 year. So my honeymoon's over. But, you know, at the end of the day, we'll just have to see what happens moving forward.
Keep up the good work, John. It's a sign of your solid reporting that you've started to crack some of the team members around here.
Thank you, Greg. You're next.
Sucks. Fucking sucks. Watch this camera.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
You get a special kind of kick out of when you get a rise out of John Lieberman or any of the news reporters.
You know, everybody's got their guy they pounds on around here. I'm one of the guys that gets pounded on by everybody. So you know what? I like giving it back now. I like it, man. I'm pounding.
No more punching bag.
I'm pounding, man.
You're doing punching.
I found my punching bag.
And that,
I know how to get to him. I know how to get to him, man. Could you close that door, please?
Why did this story
in
particular get to you? I mean, there have been far worse things reported about you than having a pace car.
I just want to be left alone. Leave me alone when it comes to that.
But don't you
Do you want people following you around the fucking street?
Well, of course not. But don't you think...
I mean, I don't mind. I like people. I like doing the comedy shows. I like going out there and seeing everybody. But I don't need them following me around in my car. Do you get my point on that?
Do you not like
Do you get my point on that?
I thought that was a rhetorical question.
Do you get my point?
Yes.
That's all I'm asking.
Yes.
Do you get my point?
Yes.
Never mind. You're like the rest of them.
But why did this story in particular really set you up? There have been far worse things.
I just told you. What don't you understand about that?
I guess I didn't get your point.
What don't you understand about that?
Yeah, I guess I didn't get it.
I guess not. Have a lovely day, please.
All right, Robin, let's hear from John Hein. John Hein, what's on the wrap-up show right now?
Scott DePace denies that he must be notified when he's being shot on camera.
Yeah, everyone's got rules all of a sudden, but we're going to clear all that up.
Edict in these parts.
Just keep I am the boss around here. Keep a camera on him. That's it. No more rules with it. Everyone has special rules. Tim all of a sudden goes, don't tweet this, don't put this on. This one, Doug Goodstein has the rules. Everyone's got rules around here. This is how we make a living. If you don't like it, you should work somewhere else.
So can we put a camera on you when you don't realize it's there?
There's a camera on me all the time.
No, but when you don't.
When I'm doing the show, during the show hours, there's a camera on me all the time. That's it. Wait, what do you?
I've never once said it can't be. I just want to know when it is. It's
on you now. It's on you all the time. Now you know. So how can you not know? It's on you all the time.
So, all right, and
now you know.
That goes for everyone, right? I could just walk up behind him with a camera. Anyone here?
Sure.
At any time I want. That's what we do all day.
What do you think we're doing? What do you think's in the halls with Howard TV? You work for Howard TV.
There's a light on and you know that it's there. This is totally hidden.
What? Hidden? Get out of here.
Scott, when there's a
what
camera,
show do you work
the
for?
studio is not lit, so whenever there's a camera on, it should be a light on. No, that's where you're wrong, Gary, because I can't.
You don't see it as a camera?
I can't see the monitor.
All right, listen to me, Scott. I'm going to explain it again. It's so simple. There's a camera on you all the time. Now you know.
I installed my own camera for that. I don't want a camera sneaking up behind me.
Hold on.
Well, we work on the Howard Stern show. We have cameras on. You work for Howard TV.
He's a director, not a.
The direct. You ever watch the Academy Awards? They got a fucking camera on them.
I'm the producer, and Lieberman's the news guy. Lisa's a news person. Fred does everything, and we all participate in the show.
And Scott, if you do that, that means everyone else does that, and then we don't have a show. And Howard TV doesn't have a channel, and you got to go find a new job.
Why are you different?
Put the camera on Gary full time then. I want the camera on full time.
But we're not saying put it on you full time. We're saying when something interesting is happening, like in the hallway when two people fight, there's no light.
You know what? He clearly doesn't understand how he's paid.
No, both of you guys don't understand. I
You're too.
understand. I've never once said no.
Scott, the camera is on you during the show. That's it.
Here's what it really is about.
At any time.
I want to see. How do I know if Gary's doing
It's
something
on
interesting?
all the time.
Can Gary's be on all the time?
Why is it about me? It's about you.
We have a camera in the hallway. They run around with it all the time.
Gary.
Here's what this is about, Howard. I'm going to tell you right now. This is what it's about, which is the stupidest thing. Sometimes when it gets late in the show, Scott slouches in his chair.
Right.
Like way down low, like almost like he looks like he's falling asleep. And he does not want to be shot like that. And he's told people, don't shoot me like that.
Shoot him slouching in his chair. I want to know when he's slouching in his chair.
That is not what
And the camera is now on, and it will be turned off.
And you have it wrong.
The camera is now on. In fact, if you look behind you, there's a cameraman. Take a look behind you. There he is. There's a cameraman. His name is Jason.
Oh, it's a big fat guy.
Yeah.
Give me your best.
The camera's now on, and it's going to be turned off in 2015 when there's no Howard TV and there's no more Howard Stern show, and then everyone will go get a new job where there's no camera.
Okay, I swear to God.
Don't slouch in your chair.
I'm sneaking up behind everyone with a camera. I'm going to find stuff.
Good.
I'm going to see.
Go ahead.
Doing stuff. I'm
Good.
See
I can't wait to see
Jason,
it.
Will,
Howard TV fans will love it.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of tape.
Thank you. Gee whiz, he doesn't know the camera's on?
Scott, real quick. What's Howard not understanding about your...
Oh my God, fucking everything. Everything he gets wrong. It's unbelievable at this point. He doesn't understand that, you know, this is a 5-hour show. And to have a camera sneak up behind you, I'm not into. And you know what I'll do? To punish him, I'm going to clam up. And they're going to get nothing out of me. How about that?
Well, explain what you're doing. I mean, right here, you're having to pay attention to monitors. You're not able to know what you're trying to say is you're not able
Thank you, because
you're
helping me out.
You don't have the visual cue of a light coming up behind you because that light would impede you from doing your job.
Right.
Just like if my light or Rob's light impeded one of them from doing their job, they require us to turn it off.
Yeah. Like if I did this to you, you couldn't shoot me.
It could potentially ruin my lens.
So, yeah, it's a sneaky thing. It's basically having a hidden camera on me all the time. So I don't understand why it's different with Gary. Why can't he have a camera on him all the time? And let me see if something is interesting or not. So, what do you believe? I don't get it.
Around here at the Howard Stern Show, under the bus means when somebody goes behind your back, rats you out to somebody else, and then that information gets on the show.
When somebody gets thrown under the bus on this show, the damage can last forever. There's feuds that have been going on the show for years.
It's like taking your pal who you're hanging out with. Hey, how you doing? Oh, there's a big fucking bus coming. You're right under it. Didn't see it coming. And that's what it is. It's the element of surprise in a scummy way, but funny way.
Working at Stern, it's definitely like swimming with sharks. I mean, everyone is looking for the chance to nail you.
Jason Kaplan and I were talking, and Jason led on to me that he believed that Scott DePace was using the robotic camera to spy on Howard's call screen.
Scott DePace went to the news and was starting to complain about Steve Brandano not letting him know when callers up, certain callers, that they want to put pictures up, like Bobo or Marianne from Brooklyn. To which I commented to the news, I'm shocked Scott needs Steve because he's always using his camera to look at the phone screen.
A Howard 100 News investigation is raising questions about Howard TV director Scott DePace's use of the robotic camera that's perched behind you, Howard. Scott admits sometimes using the camera to focus on Howard's screen that shows the list of callers waiting on the phone. This controversy started because Scott was mad that Steve Brandano didn't give him a heads up when certain people called so that he could have
a good story that you just did. You just did a fine piece of reporting. Thank you. That practice is no longer allowed.
Howard.
That is for my eyes only, not for Scott DePace. I don't want to share who is on the phone, or I don't want to make my screeners uncomfortable with what they write on the screen. There is no reading of my screen anymore.
So Scott DePace was using his cameras to figure out what
I was doing nothing wrong. First of all, I can always...
Do we understand each other?
Yes, Howard, but allow me to tell you something. I can easily go back in Will's office and see the same thing. It's not like I'm spying.
Don't spy on me.
Scott was looking at my monitor where the phone calls come in to judge whether or not Will was stacking the deck against him and things like that. I can't have that go on. I can't have somebody pressuring someone about their job.
No one is to look at the computer screen where I have notes about callers. It's for my eyes only.
This is such a...
This
is such a crap story in the first place.
What does he think he needs to learn?
One of the things that we as a crew have done in the past, which is simply take one of the cameras and look at Howard's call screener, just so we can see what callers are going to come on, and I can get the pictures prepared to use in my caller boxes for the viewers.
This story is a hard-hitting, factual case. You admitted it, Scott, on the phone yesterday.
I told you
trained
if
the
we had
robotic
done it.
camera on Howard's call screen. Those are the facts. I didn't read anything into the facts. The facts are that you trained the robotic camera on Howard's call screen occasionally, in part to see who's calling in about you.
How can you dispute that?
How is that? What about that is not factual?
What is, first of all, I didn't hear
what
half of what you
about
said
that
because
is
I was
not
running down there. But I explained to you 10 times that if we had done it maybe 10 or 20 times, maybe once I looked.
He's using the tools that we give him for the show so he could spy on the show, and that's just not a cool thing. I spoke to the guys who work the phones, and I said, okay, so tell me, guys, how many times would you say Scott has called you because he's seen a call on the screen about him,
right,
and he's complained about it? And they said 10 to 15 times.
That is a bunch of bullshit.
I would guarantee.
What a maniac! He was like Herman Munster. He's like, no. He's got real evidence.
Here's a guy who's been made fun of 1,000 times and been called an ape and gorilla and a beaver, and now he's going to make fun of me. Whatever.
I would prefer that you not train your
I don't train
camera.
anything. Usually it's Phelan doing it on his own.
He started to bring my name into it, saying that, it's mostly me that looks at the monitors, not him. And I guess he was looking for some heat off of him.
9 times out of 10, when I see something on the screen, it's not because I asked to see it. It's because Phelan had done it, and I happened to see it.
Do you feel as if he threw you under the bus?
Yes and no. He got my name out there, which is nice. Anybody that follows me on Twitter, that's Bri Phelan, 12. But I don't get offended or upset like he does. So, there's a way to play it. And if you don't say anything, then nothing becomes of it. When you start throwing your hands up in the air and start banging the studio around like a 5-year-old, then you're going to get called on it.
I was interviewing Brian Phelan.
Yeah, what did he say? I know what you were interviewing about. Me supposedly throwing him under the bus. I didn't throw him under the bus. I just stated a fact. Okay. Yeah. End of story, right?
It's your ass. You're getting run over. Phelan's just waiting for another bus, all right? It'll come to him. Don't worry. But take it like a man.
I miss what he said.
He said, I can't wait for Scott to find out Jason leaked the story.
Leaked it? Yeah. I don't know if it's leaking when you go right up to the news and say, hey, you guys should do this story.
Jason doing that's a home run. That's why Jason's a good guy. He comes to me with stuff that I know is going to work on the air.
I just reported on something I noticed. And Howard told him to not look at the screen anymore. So clearly Howard thinks he doesn't need to look at the screen, and that's good enough for me.
You said there's that guy Vinny's on the phone.
Right.
He's saying something mad about me. You know within 30 seconds when it's up, so you scan it and you complain when people say bad stuff about you.
So what?
Where's
so
the
give me
lie
an example.
then?
What do I say?
I just gave you an example.
So I say, don't. Hey, Will, please don't put that guy up.
You say lower the phone call.
Fucking ridiculous.
Well, you're gonna call me a liar. You call me a liar.
You are lying.
Okay.
You're totally lying.
I'm not
You've never
lying.
done that.
I was so mad at Jason, I decided to take what little things that I had on him and turn that into a news story.
I was in the coffee room, and the intern said they're getting 2 cups back. Are these Benjis again? Because no, I already got Benjis. These are for Jason.
Are you sure they're for Jason?
No, I don't know, but that's why you need to verify and then tell Howard. Because
I'll
that's
tell Howard
great.
anything.
Oh, come on.
I'll throw my people under the bus.
You throw me under the bus?
Here's the story. Okay. I've witnessed more than one occasion Jason having interns go back and get coffee for him. That's true. I've seen it. They go to college, and here they are being interns, and that fat lazy ass can't go get his own fucking coffee.
So DePace claims that Kaplan uses interns to get coffee. And the fact of the matter is, Kaplan does use interns to get himself coffee, along with other members that are actually in the studio.
Guys, who knows how to get coffee? You? 2 large black coffees. Hey, when you make them, how many little cups do you use? 1. All right, use 2 per cup, okay? Yep. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. Do we want on my desk? Thank you.
But then what happened was DePace took it a step further and said, I'm not sure that Kaplan's boss, Gary, would feel very good about him sending interns out for coffee. So, of course, then I go to Gary, and it backfired on Scott. You're Jason's boss. What are your thoughts on Jason having interns bring coffee?
Well, my first thought is what goes on in my office is none of Scott's business, so he shouldn't comment on it. And I know that they send interns out to get them breakfast every morning. So, you know, he should figure out how to direct the show instead of figure out what Jason's up to.
This is part of this escalating war between Jason and Scott DePace. Scott was also claiming that Jason is misusing his power by sending interns to get coffee for him.
When that story came up on the air, Howard backed it up 100%.
Jason is very busy during the show.
Yeah, he records everything that happens.
And I have him doing 20 different jobs, and if he needs a cup of coffee, I'm okay with that.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Why are you shocked?
He has time during the commercial breaks to go get a cup of coffee.
No, he doesn't.
I think it's just ridiculous that a grown man with, although he is a fat guy, who can't walk 25 feet to go make his own coffee.
He's obsessed with me.
I know.
He's obsessed with me.
You've been trying to tell him, get me in trouble for everything possible.
You're obsessed with me, Scott.
Tit for tat, then Jason, fat fuck piece of shit, then tried to get me in trouble for working on my Video Caddy website at work.
Well, Scott, you were right. Send the interns to get coffee in the morning. For Fred, Benji, for myself, sometimes for other people here, sometimes for the guests. It's part of their job. If we want to go down this road, I can certainly start reporting some of the things that Scott has people do. Why don't you ask Scott DePace about how many hours at work he spends working on the Video Caddy website?
Jason Kaplan went on the record to suggest that, Howard, you should get a piece of the company because the work was done on your time and your dime.
Scott, is that true?
Howard, we've talked about this in the past, and if it happened once or twice, that was it, and we've already talked about it, so this is an old story.
I have not worked on a website in a year.
When someone pisses me off, I don't generally talk to them it takes me a few days at least. In the case of someone like Jason Kaplan, who's thrown me under many times, at this point, I still don't want to talk to him, and it's been a couple years now.
If you want to come back and say something else at me, I'll come back with something else. My back pocket is huge, like everything on me. And I got lots of stuff in my back pocket on everybody. Everybody.
I find myself, for the most part, to be the one throwing people under the bus, although I don't like to do it that often, but when I have a tidbit, I'll pass it along to Howard. I went to dinner with Ronnie almost 2 weeks to the day after the party with Ganji and Richie Wilson.
Right.
And we were talking about the party.
Right.
And he was like, well, I said, we put a clip reel together. We pulled a bunch of clips. He said, what'd you pull? I said, Howard's speech, Robin's speech, JD's poem that he read, from your speech, and your speech. And he said, what the hell are you talking about? He goes, don't bust my balls. Stop it. I didn't make a speech. And he was dead serious.
Do you not remember you made a speech at the party? I was there. I remember doing the thing with JD. That's what I remember. Wow. Whatever I said up there, that's what I said. All right.
I knew I gave a speech. Did I remember every word of it? No.
This is a man who took me from a limo seat. I've sat in a limo, in a broken down limo car, and this man took me.
This was a social, non-work event at a restaurant in his fucking town that he invites me to, and then he throws me under the fucking bus like an asshole.
He doesn't know he made a speech?
He wasn't goofing on us, and he thought we were goofing on him.
There's your speech. You don't remember? Are you excited to hear your speech on the show Monday? Tuesday?
Dude, you're never safe. You're never safe. There's no such thing as safe. It's like constant. It's a constant TV and radio show. Constant.
On Howard's computer, one-way instant message system that we get to send Howard notes on. And a lot of those notes are, hey, prank phone call on GP1 in purple. And so what we'll do with this is Richard and Sal come back and tell us, hey, this specific prank call is on this page in this color.
So Richard and Sal put up a bid. They let me know the bid was up there. I put up a note for Howard.
We did go out on the street and ask people about Gaddafi, and there were several women who actually were upset that he was gone. I mean, I can't imagine. It was wild, right? Let me see. I'll play it for you.
A lot of times when Howard's talking about something, we'll put a bid up. And if he doesn't get to it soon enough, we take it down because a lot of the pages are congested.
You put up a sign, GP1 in white. There's nothing in white.
Is this Scott's problem? Is this Scott's message?
I don't fucking know whose problem it is. I don't know. It gets me annoyed.
Howard calls for the bid. I'm not looking at my computer screen. Gary yells out for the bid. I yell where the bid is. It's in GP1 in yellow, whatever. And the bid is gone. So everybody's confused. Mass confusion.
Who put the fucking note up? Give me a fucking answer.
Richard put the note up.
All right, so where is it?
Column 2, GP1 in white.
GP1 in white is Ronnie Munn inside the actor's studio.
GP1 in white.
Is Ronnie Munn so we don't know what that means.
I don't know. I need to come in here. Let me get Richard. Hold on.
I need to know who put a note up. I need an answer. Richard. All right, so someone's got to answer the fucking question.
Gary was really pissed. It's kind of like at the zoo when you taunt the apes and they go crazy and get really angry and start throwing their feces at you. If Gary hadn't already taken his morning shit, I think he would have shit in his hand and threw it at me and Sal.
I'm screaming and yelling, nobody's answering. In other words, you put a note up and then nobody knows what it means. You're telling Howard Gaddafi bit and it's Ronnie bit. So it's, I don't understand. Here, come here, look. Right here, Ronnie Munn inside the actor's studio. Yeah. So what does that have to do with the Gaddafi bit?
We had a Gaddafi bit up before and he didn't go to us, so we took it down and put this.
I know, but now, why? I don't understand.
If you put stuff up, leave it up. Let me be the final decision on it. I would have taken the bull. Maybe I would have taken it down, but I'm taking shit for something I didn't have control over. I'm the one who's going to get yelled at. Howard, what the fuck is going on? The answer is I don't know, and nobody can answer me.
What do you want? Before you know it, I look like an idiot. Rich looks like an idiot. Gary doesn't want to look like an idiot. He runs into the studio and he makes Howard aware of what just went down.
I want to explain to you, by the way, what went on before, because I lost my voice because I was screaming. Richard and Sal put up a note that had these Gaddafi things, right? Then they were up for like 45 minutes. I guess you didn't go to them. So then they were for 5 minutes. Well, whatever it was, for some reason you didn't go to them. So Richard and Sal put something else up, and they took them down. And I go, "Why did you take it down? You never take anything down."
Listen, we got to have a fucking meeting.
I talked to them about it.
The second they put something up, I can't respond to it. It's in my head that it's there.
So they said,
if they put something up during, they have to leave it.
I said that to them, and I said, "Why did you take it down?" And Richard goes, "We were out of colors." I said, "Fucking, there's a million colors." Oh, come on. So I talked to them about it, but I wanted you to understand what happened.
It just makes me sound like a fucking idiot. I mean,
they've never taken anything down before. I don't know what the rush was. The page wasn't even full.
There was nothing on the page, and then I go there and it's not there.
Here's the difference. I want to know what happened. Howard wants to know what happened. Somebody says something in the office they don't want people to know, and somebody repeats it back. That's throwing a person under the bus. There's a huge difference.
Once I know it's up there, I'll get to it. I might take a half hour to get to it. I might take an hour. I might take 2 hours to get to it. What is the rush to take it down? So once you put it up there, leave it there, and then take it down after the show if I don't get to it.
When we screw up, it hurts. It hurts big time.
Just to keep this from happening again, when we put a song or anything up for Howard to play during the show, we don't take it back down until after the show.
The great thing about having TV cameras here at all times is it no longer is a matter of hearsay. There's actual video evidence that somebody did something stupid.
So Gary and Howard were talking about how Gary botched the vacation schedule and he miscounted.
I'm in a phone conversation the other day. I go, Gary, okay, if we work this week and we work that week, blah, 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 blah. He goes, Wolf, okay, now you have to be quiet. I'm going to count the days that we...
What are you going to fucking... I can count?
Boom, a trigger went off. We have a piece of tape that we got like maybe a year and a half ago of Gary holding up 4 fingers but saying 3. He goes, 3.
Because we got a great clip of Gary counting wrong.
Every single... You don't even know where you have to be.
Yeah, I know the clip.
We come back here...
Yeah, we have that ready to go. He counts to 3, but he holds up 4 fingers.
See, I'd like to plan a vacation, too.
Good, plan it.
Fred needs to put up on him.
I'm thinking about going to Costa Rica.
Howard TV has a funny clip of Gary counting wrong.
What?
Yeah. Let me hear that.
I'll go over here and figure it out and come back with a number.
What do you need, a calculator? That's how he does my vacation.
It was 1.
In a courtroom, 3. And he holds up 4 fingers. Listen, that's the guy counting the days.
do I like doing this stuff? No, but is it part of my job? Yes. And Gary would have done the same thing to me, I'm sure.
That's why we're here today. Did you see 4? He says 3 and he holds up 4 fingers.
That schedule went... I want you to know, that schedule went through...
Robin, 3.
I don't really remember it that much, and it doesn't seem to bother me that much.
When someone says you have 3 vacation days and holds up 4, it means they're confused. So, I don't know. It's all fun. It's all a good time.
I think in the history of the show, there's been 2 people who have relished the job of throwing people under the bus. For many years, it was Stuttering John, and more recently, I would say it's Jason.
Jason Kaplan.
Jason Kaplan.
Jason Kaplan.
Jason Kaplan.
Jason Kaplan. Jason's the guy.
Jason takes so much pride in it. Like, he enjoys it.
It takes one to know one, and that motherfucker knows buses.
He's great at it. He has a great memory despite all of his use of marijuana.
He loves to throw people under the bus, and he does it to kiss Howard's ass.
You gotta watch what you say to him or about him or... Fuck's what you say about him. He knows he's a fucking prick.
This is an entertainment show. This is like, it's like Survivor almost. Like, who cares? This is what we're here for.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey everybody, it's Shuli, and on Monday's wrap-up show, tensions were running a little high. People came in, were already planning their escape for Tuesday and Wednesday, and Howard called them out on it, and I jumped in as well. And some feelings were hurt. People were on edge. They were not happy with me, and I had to go into the wrap-up show and defend myself for trying to be funny on a comedy show. Go figure.
Are you undependable?
I do not think I am undependable.
But Howard asking you that just cuts you to the core.
Well, okay, do you think that Howard's being disingenuous when he says, hey, I just asked a question? Do you think there's a difference between asking, do you think you're going to be able to make it in tomorrow, and can I depend on you? Do you think can I depend on you is a bit of a loaded question?
Yes, I'd absolutely.
Right.
Yes. And we all knew it, but apparently you didn't know it.
No, I did know it, but he's like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And then, well, I'll, there's a guy up on the board that take the call from number 7.
Oh, I just took 4, so hold on.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Chris, you go first, then we'll go to 7.
Chris in Connecticut.
Hey, Chris in Connecticut, how you doing?
Hey, guys. Great show. Listen, Gary, I think, Howard and Robin are a little out of touch with things. And I understand what you're saying. You want to be there with your family. There is stuff that you can do. They have people that can do that stuff for them. I don't know. I think it was just I think it was a little too harsh on you.
Well, that was the other thing too. When Howard at one point said words to the effect of, "Oh," and then all the anger come out. Gary goes, "You have 2 houses and you have a staff of people." That's not jealousy or anger. I've never been jealous of his home. I am so happy for him that he has what he has. I'm just saying you have options that I don't have, so don't compare us.
So this is one of those weird things, and I'm talking as a Howard Stern fan, not as an employee, where I disagreed with every single thing that Howard said to you about the hurricane, and yet enjoyed every single second of it. I mean, I was laughing. I felt bad for you. I came and talked to you, I think, a couple different times, but oh my God, was that funny? Even though I thought he was totally wrong in what he was saying, it was still great.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
that's what we talked about last week. That's the weird backhanded compliment I get.
It is
weird. Love you, Gary, but I love when he yells at you.
Did it make it worse that Shuli was in there piling on?
It did, and Shuli's out having a cigarette. I told him, he goes, "Should I have a cigarette before the beating?" I said, "Have 2," but because I think there's a line of people who want to beat up on him. But when you sit in the studio, yes, it's your job to be funny. Now, I didn't think everything he said today was being funny. I thought at times he was piling on. And even if you are being funny and you are piling on, you can't expect to walk out of the studio and act like it didn't happen. When you go in there, you're saying, all right, I'm going to fuck with Gary, and if there's repercussions, I'll deal with it. But Shuli wants it to be like, what do you mean, man? What are you talking about?
So, first of all, the funniest thing that happened was after the show, you asked me, Shuli, if he was going to have time to come down to the wrap-up show.
I didn't. No,
Shuli always has time to come down to the wrap-up
I didn't.
show.
He just said, do I have time for a cigarette?
Even when John doesn't have time for Shuli to come down to the wrap-up show, he finds time to come down to the wrap-up show. You know, I thought Shuli was brutal to you, and some of it was funny, and some of it was, I can't wait to see what's going to happen off air between Gary and Shuli, like if there's going to be tension there. But there is something to be said since Shuli's not here, to say like, hey, he's auditioning for a job. I would imagine
that's fine, but if you can't blame it all on, hey, I'm trying to get the job, so I made you look like a piece of shit. And I said to John, it was a lot like the kid in school who accidentally does something right that the whole class did wrong. So he accidentally decided to take the room, probably because he just doesn't want to be home. And
please, first of all, is there anything more embarrassing than Shuli gloating about the fact that he left his wife and newborn baby at home? I mean, forget Howard for a second. He kept pointing out to Howard, oh, how cool am I to be at the hotel?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what, Shuli? I don't think you look that great.
He goes, hey, I'm going to be here. I'm the good guy. And I found that annoying. And Shuli, in all fairness, is not a homeowner and never has been a homeowner. So doesn't Shuli, I think he rents, correct?
I don't know.
Hey, John, we're trying to see how long we can go without you talking on your own show.
It's okay. You're doing great.
I think he rents a house somewhere, right across the river. So if a tree falls, he's like, "Go pick up all my shit, let the water come in. It's not my headache."
Will was. I'm going home after the show. I'm trying to get a car service to go home after the show because I will not be able to relax tonight thinking that my wife is home scared. Even if it's just listening to the wind and being scared, I can't hack it. And Will is very much undecided. And I told him, I go, when you get a call at 1 o'clock in the morning that a tree branch came through the window and your wife and kid are screaming and they need someone just to comfort, forget fixing this shit, just comforting them.
Well, you're
gonna feel like garbage. And
but that's a huge point. Yeah. Because so Rob was like, what are you going to do? Cut a tree down? I'm like, no, but maybe I can help my family from being scared shitless.
Right. You want to be there for them. Right. And Jason, you're right. But Will also is thinking, am I not dependable then? Am I letting the show down because everybody else is coming here and braving whatever they're braving and staying in the hotel in the city?
Who's staying in the hotel?
Everybody who came in.
No, we all.
I don't know who's staying
in the hotel tonight.
Shuli.
Shuli's the only one. And Tim lives in the city.
Tim lives in the city. I think Brandano's staying.
Yeah, he's staying.
Yeah, but he's got nobody.
JD and I, and that's true. JD and I have
you have
nobody.
each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the question is who with the family is staying in tonight?
Nobody.
Can I just tell you, if I didn't have a wife, holy shit, Tim got us sweet fucking hotel rooms. I mean, 30th floor suites with huge beds and internet. Yeah, in fact, I almost came in last night and I told Janice
why don't you bring Janice in?
It would be more fun. I wanted to bring Janice in last night. We had the hotel room for last night because the transportation was shut down.
Yeah.
Even though it's a pet-friendly hotel, she would just not up and leave. I couldn't make her do it. She just would not. Even if I said we could bring the dog and the cat, she was like, I'm not leaving the apartment.
I do want to say one good thing about my staff, because I really do love the guys that work with me. For a guy like Jason or a guy like Will, this would be an excellent opportunity to stab me in the back. Meaning to say, this would be an excellent opportunity to take the hotel room and say, listen, I'm dependable. Gary's not dependable, but I'm going to step up.
Only an asshole would take this as an opportunity to better themselves by putting you down.
Shuli's here.
Steve, I see Steve Brandana laughing back there. Shuli, you, I think, did a very good job in the studio today, and everybody hates you.
Well, that's how you know you did a good job.
Well,
it is?
My question to you...
So
I thought it was like they were like some sort of funny meter.
I sat Shuli down and told him how to work, and that's what he walked away with.
Shuli,
if everyone hates you, you're doing something
Shuli,
right.
when you were in there, were you thinking twice about how far you were going to go? I understand Howard saying, Shuli, you're going to be here. Like, of course I'm going to be here. But you went well beyond, of course I'm going to be here.
Well, listen, it comes down to the age-old scenario, which is there are no guests today. So we definitely become the guests on the show. And somebody's going to get their shot, whether they want it or not.
But that's not the question. That's a cop-out. That's not the question. Isn't, yes, there were no guests today, so I'm in the hot seat, Ronnie's in the hot seat. How far you go doesn't depend on whether we have a guest or not.
But since when do we set up? But Gary, since when are there limitations on how far we go?
No, there are no limitations at all.
Okay, so then what's the problem?
But do you think there are there going to be repercussions? I mean, there were with you and Doug when Doug busted your balls on the air, whether it was funny or not. You were pissed.
About with the baby clothes?
Yeah, are we allowed to even say that?
No, I don't know.
But I'm just saying, like it was something happened on the air.
No, absolutely. Listen, I knew I pissed you off, but going back to the first time I sat in for a week, I pissed you off before the show even started. And I came to you right after that and I said, Gary, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I got into this goofing mode with the guys. And you said, if you don't do that, then you're not doing your job.
Absolutely. But it doesn't mean that I can't get pissed off at you.
And that's fine. You're entitled to. But I'm just saying, it's the same thing you told me not to shy away from last time.
I thought you were being a big, I'm trying to think of the right word, like a jumper on, like you
shitster.
No, you accidentally did something correct by taking the hotel room, right. And you were going to rub it in everybody's face.
Well, because it wasn't easy for me to leave last night either. Well, I imagine everybody.
Easy.
No, it wasn't at all. But at that point in time, when he's busting your balls, it's, I'm adapting to the situation. I'm not going to sit here and go, yeah, I had a long talk with my wife and it was up and down whether I left. He doesn't want to hear that. He wants to hear jokes about you.
Yeah, but some of them weren't jokes. That's my point.
Well,
there were jokes at times. Some of them were like, yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. You can depend on me. And that's just not a joke. That's just being a dick.
All right, well...
but there's a difference.
Okay.
I'm all about... I will take almost any amount of shit if there's a joke involved. There was a lot of shit today where there were no jokes involved.
By me saying you can depend on me that I'll be here? That's me being a dick to you?
Do you think it's funny?
Well, I didn't think it was intentionally being an asshole to you. I think maybe you got pissed off at Howard, number one, and then as usual, everybody piles on, and I'm the new guy piling on, and it's easy to put the blame on me.
I'm not blaming you. What you said is, listen, Gary can't be depended on, but you can depend on me. I'll be here.
No, that's what your boss said, can I depend on you to be here? And you said no. And then I just jumped in and goofed.
And then a couple of times after that, you unsolicited volunteered, I'll be here tomorrow.
I'm just busting balls, Gary. I mean,
and I'm just saying.
Okay, and if you want to be mad at me for it, I understand. If you want me to apologize to you for making jokes, then I don't know what we're talking about here. You're just telling me you're pissed that I'm a dick?
But do you think that you could just do that in there and walk out and everyone should go, oh, it's just a show?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm pissed at you.
Okay.
And that's what it is.
Okay.
Now, Ronnie, you go.
Fuck him.
Now, Ronnie, you were really pissed off today at Shuli, but I forgot why.
No, what do you mean really pissed off?
Like you were genuinely
like Gary's
angry.
Really pissed
off.
No,
he said that I'm here. I've been here with everything, through every fucking thing you could possibly think of, blizzards, fucking 9/11, everything else, and this guy to come in and start ranking on me now, because I'm not sure if I can cross a fucking bridge tomorrow. Shut up, John. I'm not talking to you. Don't even open your mouth. I see you going for the microphone. Mind your business.
That's John Lieberman he's talking to.
Yeah, exactly. That's right, you.
So you're upset with Shuli because he questioned your professionalism?
Yeah, you know what?
Dedication.
Yeah, I got a house too that I got to worry about.
So do I. You
don't have a house.
I have a 2-year-old.
You have an apartment.
Excuse me. It doesn't matter whether it's a fucking apartment or a house. The odds of something getting flooded and shit falling and trees falling are just as much a reality for me as it is for you guys.
That's your decision.
And I made my decision.
Okay, good.
And if I want to comment on it,
and if you weren't sitting in on the show this week, you wouldn't be fucking worried about it. You'd
that's
be
your
home.
opinion.
You
That's
would
your
be
opinion.
home.
You don't know that.
Oh, I know it.
Oh well,
then get off my case.
No.
All right, then don't tell me to get off your case. All right,
never.
John Lieberman, what do you want to add to this?
Well, Ronnie took the words out of my mouth. I mean, Ronnie brought up the fact that he believed that Shuli would not come in today or tomorrow if he weren't in studio. So, Shuli, the question is, would you be here if you weren't in studio, if you were simply reporting the news?
Here's what changed my mind. Here, I was torn yesterday about whether or not to come in, because the reality of it is I would have been out.
Why were you torn, by the way?
Because I know I wouldn't be able to get back home most likely until Wednesday, maybe even later. And I got a wife who's sick. I got a kid, 2-year-old, who's sick.
Screw them.
And they're getting ready to face, blackouts and who else? What else? So I said, listen, I don't know what to do. I called Tim. I said, what do you think I should do?
Don't stay with your sick wife and kid.
And Tim said, listen.
Be smart. Go to a hotel room.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not JD, Jason. They're going to work here. But so I said to him, what do you think I should do? And he said, well, Howard said he's working. As soon as I heard that, decision was made. Done deal. I said, if Howard said he's working, I don't want to be on that list of people who don't show up.
But hey, Shuli, first of all, I thought you were very funny today on the air.
Thank you, Jay.
But
I didn't say he wasn't funny.
I mean, I can understand why people are upset, but hey, listen, I understand.
I think
if anybody does.
He was funny today. I just thought there were times when he wasn't being funny, and it just seemed vindictive.
But how are you going to feel if you get a call tonight at the hotel, 1 a.m, a tree branch fell through the window, the baby's crying, I can't stop, I'm scared, that there's so much noise going. Like, how are you going to feel?
It'd be terrible. It'd be terrible, Jason. I don't know what I would do. I would try everything in my power to get back home and to help them any way I could.
But see, that's why I can't. That's why I can't stay in the city tonight.
And I understand, and I'm not knocking you for it at all. I'm not knocking any of you guys for going home.
Yeah, you are.
Well, you did. You knocked me on the show.
But Gary, during the show,
Shuli wouldn't have been here unless I called him yesterday and told him to come in, right, Shuli?
That's not. Excuse me, Tim. Excuse me. Nobody was mentioning anything about fucking work tomorrow and whether or not people were coming in. So I called you and I said, I sent you an email. I said, are we getting rooms or is it every man for himself? I didn't tell him I'm not coming in. So
hey,
don't
Tim,
come in and say that.
Tim, what did I ask you when we got... Tim sent me an email
You said, is Shuli coming in?
No,
because if he comes in, I'm in.
What I said was, Tim sent the thing about the hotel.
I
and
heard
immediately
if
right
Shuli
back,
comes
I
in,
go,
the whole world has to be here.
are you covering meals? And Tim wrote yes. And I said, all right. Well,
I
then
saw that. That was very funny.
God.
Jason goes, I assume this means transportation and meals.
Well, I'll tell you guys what. I was just outside. You would never know there's going to be a hurricane.
Wow. So it's called the calm before the storm.
But it's coming.
Breaking Holland Tunnel is closing at 2.
Oh, we got to go.
Brooklyn Battery Tunnel closing at 2.
Hoboken closing at 4.
So it would be fair to say that Letterman would be 99% not doing a show today, correct?
Well, we wouldn't have, first of all, his show can't go on without guests, so I don't know who he's having on.
I think his show could go on without guests.
Have they ever done one without guests?
I think he's capable of it if need be.
If nobody can get there, then yeah. I mean, if the bridges and tunnels are closed, then there's nothing anybody can do unless
Sources
they're already
are
in
saying
the city.
all bridges and tunnels will be closed by 4 o'clock today.
So what happens?
Sources.
So what happens? I set my alarm for the same time I do every morning, and I get up tomorrow morning at 4:15. And the first thing I do is I go on the internet if I can get internet at my fucking house.
Right, your power's up. Good.
But I have a generator, and I see that the bridges and tunnels are still closed. So I now physically can't get in. It's not a matter of would I like to, do I want to brave it. I'm not going to be able to get in.
So what do you do?
Well, what do you think will happen? Do you think that
Nothing will happen. Here's what's going to happen.
No.
Nothing's going to happen. The radio show will go on if Howard's here. And if he's not here, the radio show won't go on. Like that's what's crazy. It's a radio show.
Actually,
Howard's not going to fire you.
Jason, hold
Nothing's
on.
going to happen.
I know.
Hold on, because Tim's here. Tim, you can answer that question. If the bridges and tunnels are closed tomorrow, what happens?
Well, we have the opportunity to use our ISDN
No. What
lines.
if, I'm saying, what if Howard says, I can get in, whoever else can get in, fuck it. But what if nobody else can get in?
And what if the power's down so his ISDN doesn't work?
Then he won't be able to communicate.
But what if he wants to come? What if Howard comes in tomorrow and it's he's the only one here?
Then he's got it. He said it today on the air. He's like, if I'm the only one here, I'll do the show. So that's up to him at that point.
Yeah.
Brad in Arkansas, you're on the wrap-up show.
It's just me here. I think Gary's a little overly sensitive. The last week or two, it's kind of a gray area for Shuli when he gets on, you know. Hey, say what you want, but don't piss Gary off, you know.
No, Shuli pissed a lot of people off, and I'm not telling him to stop doing it, but if you can go on the show and say, listen, I used to get mad at Jackie, and I used to get mad at Stuttering John too, as they did at me when I would fuck with them.
As much stuff as you and I have done for Shuli, revenge is a bitch, Shuli.
What?
Right? Jesus Christ.
It's also a shitty show on Wednesday nights on ABC.
As long as we're all beating up on Shuli, one thing I did as a fat guy, I took offense to this, that Tim took you out to a meal.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you paid
trashed him.
for it,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you turned around on him. And
Yeah.
see, like I
First
think
of all,
as a fat guy, if
did I
someone
not
pays for
offer
me,
you money out of my pocket for my cheesecake that I ate? Okay, thank you, Jason. Number one, I'm not a total schnurr, all right? And my job as a reporter and to bust people's balls on this show is to monitor everything this fucking guy orders and puts down his gullet.
By the way, that is a page directly out of the Stuttering John handbook. You could pay $1,000 in the champagne room at a strip club, and he'll make fun of the socks you wore and the tip you gave.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. Tuesday's wrap-up show was a very special wrap-up show because I wasn't here. John wasn't here because of the storm. None of us were here. You might have heard about that. I did it from my neighbor's phone at home. John had some sort of weird ISDN line set up. Some people were here in the studio, so it was very interesting. This is what happened.
So, rough morning for you, Gary, and I'm not talking about the weather.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I thought, I left everything in good hands. I did not go to sleep last night with the idea that I was not coming in this morning. I knew that it was a distinct possibility, but I thought I'd make every effort. So I was up at about 4:15. Tim and I spoke a couple of times, and I got a hold of Ronnie, and Ronnie said, "Don't even bother. The bridges and tunnels are closed. There's no way that you're getting in." And so now I'm trying to figure out a way to listen to the show because I should point out, I have no internet, no telephone. I am calling from my neighbor's house right now, who for some reason is the only person in the neighborhood with a hard line. I have a lighting system in my house which blew up last night and started smoking in the basement. So I don't really have lights on the first floor. But listen, I have a generator. I'm in good shape. I get satellite TV. My refrigerator's working, and I can charge, devices, but I can't really use much. So this morning was a whole thing about, how am I going to listen to the show? So what I ended up doing was listening to the show on Mary's iPhone because I needed my phone to be clear for calls coming in and out or texts or any of that stuff. And I was having a little trouble getting on, so I said, I'm going to go to the car. I actually went outside of my car and started up my car, took it out of the garage, and, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, well, he may open up, he may say a few words about it, but I will be honest, I was not prepared for a full hour.
Yeah, I mean, he unleashed on you in a lot of different ways, but one thing you and I were actually texting back and forth a little bit, Gary, was does Howard understand why somebody would want to be in their house with their family during this disaster? And it was a disaster. I mean, there's never been a storm like this here before.
Correct.
Yeah, listen, I feel like this is like butting heads. I feel like some people look at it like Gary's, not going to listen to Howard. Gary's going to do what Gary wants to do. And it's not that at all. I wanted to be there this morning more than anything. But I also knew that last night was going to be scary, terrifying, and dangerous. And I had my wife and my son and the pets. I'll throw the pets in. And, and it was scary. And it was one of those things where, at one point Mary said to me, she turned around to me and she said, "Thank God you're here tonight, because if you weren't, I don't know what I would do." And, trees start snapping in the front yard, and that's scary. The lights start going off and on, off and on, off and on. And like I said, it blew out the lighting system. So then we smell smoke, and Mary's ready to call the fire department. I'm like, hold on. And so we weren't prepared to be without lights. So now I had to go look for all my I didn't really replace any of my flashlights because I know the generator will kick in. And so there were scary moments last night. Now, did a tree hit my house? No. Did anything bad happen to my family? No. But it's easy to look back on it now. My family was scared. I was scared for them, and that was really what it was all about.
Hey, Gary, can you see me or can just John see me?
Just John.
Okay.
Is the trampoline okay?
Well, I can't see you now, Benji. You got to move the iPad over a little bit.
Who cares, really?
But yeah,
Benji, just sit down, write some stuff, and see if you can derail the conversation a little more.
Yeah, Gary, your trampoline took a couple hits during the show today as well.
I know the trampoline was fine. It's funny that I'm humored by. You know what I mean? That's one of the things you sort of bring up as an afterthought. You don't think it's going to get as much traction. I mean, I got tweeted thousands of flying trampoline pictures yesterday. Some of them I was photoshopped into, and I thought all that stuff was funny.
Hey, people were wondering, do you actually use a trampoline?
No, Betsy, my kids did at one time, but then you get to a point where they don't use it, and then sometimes the neighborhood kids use it, and then you get to a point where you just don't want to get rid of it, but you should, and that's where it is right now. I'll probably get rid of it this summer.
And, we mentioned it on our weather show last night. Gary's Trampoline has its own Twitter handle now.
See, that's funny to me. That's funny. You're goofing on the stuff that I do and everything, but that's funny. But somewhere along the line, and this is what I was trying to say this morning. First of all, the phone lines this morning were horrendous. I was the first one. I should have waited until somebody tested it out. It was just horrendous. And what was happening was every time I spoke, it literally like a quarter of a second later, it reminded me of trying to make a long-distance phone call in the 60s. A quarter of a second later, I would hear my voice, and when Howard would speak, I would hear his voice. So it got to the point when we were both speaking, I was hearing four voices at once. But the point I was trying to make this morning is, Howard said I attacked him yesterday, and I felt I got very defensive. There's no doubt. Maybe I lashed out, but it wasn't. I didn't feel like I was attacking. I felt like I was defending myself, my work ethic, and my family, and it was a weird thing. And when I said to Howard, again, with Shuley in there and Robin in there, the truth gets bent to a place where it's almost unrecognizable. When I said to Howard, I was like, listen, Howard, I don't have people at my house. I don't have a second house. I'm not in the same situation as you. It became Gary is an angry, jealous asshole. Like, especially today, Shuley's like, oh, Gary jumped on that really fast. And it was like, that just wasn't what it was. And John and I spoke to John briefly this morning. John, I've been out to Howard's house, a ton of times. And I've told John about some of the things that I've done out there, and I harbor not an ounce of jealousy. And I can tell you that, when Howard used to do this rap about Jackie, Howard was right. Jackie used to count every little thing that Howard had. That's not my thing. In fact, I look at, it's funny, like, I'm so happy in the place that I live now. And Mary and I remember the day we moved in, we looked at each other, we go, this is more than we ever imagined we'd ever have. And I don't get jealous when I go to other people's places because I'm so happy with what I have. So I wasn't saying, hey, you're the big bad boss. I wasn't saying, oh, you rich asshole, look what you have. I was saying, your situation is different than mine. I'm asking you, can you look at my situation?
Hey, JD, what was it like in there this morning without Gary, Jason, Will, me, all the people who are usually there?
It was a little nerve-wracking. First, I had to deal with the spots, like the live spot books, because they weren't. I didn't get any emails or anything about it, and then finally we were able to look up and see what the live spots would be, and then I had to find. Jim was able to print out the other copies of the spots, and and then just pitching stuff to Howard, and it was just nerve-wracking.
Can I give a big shout out to JD? JD and I went over all the pages yesterday, and I went through. We haven't played this. We played this once. I know he liked this. He hasn't heard this yet. And I don't know what you did during the breaks, but I know what I heard on the air, and you did an amazing job of getting the stuff to him, so thank you.
Hey, Gary, it's John.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
Well, which part?
The forecast.
Oh, of course. Yes,
Right.
Yes, you're good. You're excellent. You did a good job. Thank you.
Was Steve?
You did, though. He did. I mean, yes, you got it right.
Was Steve Brandano getting comfortable in Gary's chair? I heard him chime in a couple times over the.
Brandano started the morning with a Diet Lemon Snapple, a can out of Gary's refrigerator, treating himself to a drink that he says he hasn't had in 7 years since he's been
I said
here.
that would be my one shot at Gary for the whole day, because you know how it is around here with Howard TV and everybody in the news. Like they want you guys to be like, oh yeah, no, I can do this without Jason and Will and blah blah. All I did was have my Diet Snapple, and then I think we ran a pretty good show after that.
I felt for Steve when I heard the part where Howard got mad at you about the phones, and I know what it's like to, I knew, Tim and I spoke at 4 o'clock this morning. There's like, not to get into it, but 3 of the 5 units that you need were down. We were trying to reroute calls this way, and you really have no say or pull over anything, Steve, except to relay information to Howard. You don't really know what to do, and I know that you were doing your best to put calls up, but at one point he's like, all right, this is enough, and then he was like getting mad at you, but there's not much you can do.
Yeah, I felt for you with the, I don't know, just seeing how it goes, where you're relaying other people's messages, and you're the voice that's going to get yelled at when things go wrong. But Gary, where one of the things at the end of the show there, when he asked me to talk to Jimmy, I was like, oh, that's where one of Gary's skills is. You know exactly what Howard means. Howard said to me, yeah, go ahead, call Jimmy, find out if there's a show tonight. So I thought that meant call Jimmy, find out if there's a show tonight. So I did. And I was expecting to go back in and either say, like, yeah, I talked to Jimmy, he says the show's on, or like, and thank God I left him on hold because we were able to eventually get him up. Good work by Jim and Al and everybody. But and Teddy,
how did you get Jimmy to call in?
I know where that information is here.
Yeah, but I called him right away.
Yes, and I told Howard that. And then Howard asked me what's up with Jimmy, and I said, well, Gary's on it, and I haven't heard from Gary. And he said, no, I told you to do that. So that's when I did it on my own.
Right.
And the egg white sandwich, too, you're under pressure for that.
Yeah, we nailed that, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the thing with Jimmy, you're right. The thing, even listening to Jimmy on the air, there was no yes or no answer. So leaving him on hold was the right thing to do, and going in, doing it the right way. But I would have gone and said, hey, Howard, I got Jimmy on the line, and he might have gone, well, what is it, yes or no? And I would have gone, well, it's not that simple. And he'd go, okay, I'll pick him up. But listen, you guys handled it very well today. Hey, John, I wanted to ask, since we can't take phone calls, some of the people in the room, like from Benji, for instance, what were your thoughts on the stuff that Howard was saying about me today?
I was like comparing it to, like, I guess I was a little feeling pissed off about the shit you guys give me when I've been late a couple times. Like, I totally understand it, because like your house is like a fucking like a $1 million wallet just sitting there exposed if you're not there to protect it. So I understand your feelings, but Benji,
I would say that it was less. I wouldn't say it wasn't. There was nothing about my house, but it was more about my family than it was about my house.
What I didn't understand. Listen, I don't really care. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. But I don't have anger about it. I think it's between you and Howard. If Howard has anger about it, like, I don't have any anger about it.
No,
but if you, I didn't understand the whole thing. Like, why not just bring them into the city if it's about protecting, like, Mary and Lucas?
Well, because it's all. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's all of those things together, and I say this to you not in an insulting way, but you've never owned a home, and if you did, you wouldn't want.
No, that's why I said, like, to me, that's scary as fuck. Just like, I don't like to. It's like leaving a wallet out.
Well, it's not just it's not like it's a wallet.
No, I said like $1 million wallet.
But I mean, yeah, you wouldn't like imagine if a wire came down, right? Okay, so this happened a month and a half ago. A wire came down at the house across the street in the brush, and it started a brush fire. Now, we got the fire department here. It was a bright, sunny day. We got the fire department here pretty quickly, and they were able to put it out. So if that happened last night, and I probably couldn't get the fire department here, myself and a bunch of neighbors would be out with hoses trying to put it out. You know what I mean?
Well, Gary, 2 kids were killed last night. A tree fell into a house and killed 2 children.
The point I'm making is, Benji, is it's easy to say, even that guy who was in the email today said, hey, I've been in a lot of hurricanes in Florida. I don't have insurance, and so I had to stay with my house, which I don't understand that part either. Because just because I have insurance doesn't mean that you should walk away from it, because, like I said, something small like that could happen that you could take care of, and I should not be here, so the whole house should burn down?
That's originally why I said it. To me, it'd be like leaving a $1 million wallet exposed.
Gary, do you regret not going in today? Do you regret anything really over the past 2 days?
Okay, I don't regret not coming in today, and I will tell you that, when last night, when all the stuff was happening in the house, between 6 and 7, Mary at one point looked at me. She goes, I am so glad that you were here. I'm so glad that you didn't stay in. And this morning, she got up at about 7 o'clock, 7:30, and she could tell that I was visibly upset. She could tell that I was just upset. She said, what happened? I said, it's yesterday, like times 100, and today I don't believe is kidding. I should point that out. Like, a lot of people hit me yesterday and said, hey, I thought Howard was kidding. It was just a bit for the show. But I think today there was no mistake. There was no joke involved. And I told Mary, I said, I'm just getting hammered today. It's, I'm a disloyal scumbag. And she looked at me, and these big tears welled up in her eyes, and she said, you know what? Nobody can tell you any differently. You did the right thing. So I didn't need her to tell me that, but it was great to hear.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, it was all about the hurricane, how everyone was responding to Howard and Robin wondering where the dependable people were. Ross Zapin thought Jason would take advantage of the opportunity. Richard was upset. A lot of people were upset. Tempers and tension running high, which makes for a good wrap-up.
A bunch of people are in here now from the show, and a lot of people are wondering where Howard really comes down on this, because some people are saying he's sending a mixed message. He's very, he wants to protect his family. He understands where everyone's coming from, but if you can make it in, great, but if you can't, we're going to go on without you. Do you think he's sending a clear message here, or what is everybody missing?
Yeah, I think the message is the show comes first. And hopefully people can deal with that. I don't know. I mean, he gave Gary a lot of crap, and you wonder, is it show shtick or is it real? But you brought up in the beginning of the show, would Howard, if he was in the situation that everybody else is, would he be here? I think he would. I think he's always done that through his career, no matter what the weather was and what was going on. The show came first, and I think it starts from the top and goes down for everybody else. But look, at the end of the day, everybody has to make their own choices. Jason made his choice to be with his wife and his cats, and everybody should feel comfortable. Hopefully, everybody's secure in their position. That if push comes to shove, that doesn't become a reason why there has to be a change. And I don't know. I have not spoken to Howard. I'm just giving you my
I'm
two
asking
cents
you because
to that question.
You're tight with him, but the uncomfortability, I think, comes from people here not wanting to let Howard down. I mean, that's really what it is. And ultimately, everybody here, I think, does whatever they can to get in. But if you physically can't get in here, or you make a decision, I should say, to leave and then possibly not come back, I think folks feel that's going to be held against you down the road some way.
Look, that's with anything, with disappointment. I mean, in a relationship, in a business and personal, look, when you let somebody down, you always wonder, like, in the back of your mind, is it going to come back to haunt you in some way?
Gary even said he feels like Howard thinks of him as less dependable based on what happened this week.
Wow, you do? I missed that.
Yeah,
you don't get that? You're not.
He
hearing
sincerely
that?
does.
Do you think any of this is a bit?
Yes.
Oh, I don't.
I think.
What part of it's a bit?
The dragging it on over and over and over and over again. I think he really has. I think there's a kernel of or more than the kernel of real feelings there. But if Howard looks at the guys who showed up, the quote unquote dependable guys, okay, you got two guys who have no families. There are no families here, right? Steve and JD, who got hotel rooms. You had Jim McClure, who lives in the same area-ish as Howard. You have Howard, who didn't need to leave anywhere. He lives in town. I mean, everybody that was here were people that lived in Midtown Manhattan and that could physically get to work, and two guys that don't have a wife or kids or anything back home that stayed at the hotel.
And Shuley. Because you got to put Shuley in a different category.
And
Shuley has a kid.
Well, and Shuley...
And lives outside the New York City,
right.
Manhattan.
Yeah. And Shuley is in a desperate situation. I mean, he's desperate for a job. He told me flat out that he left his house on Sunday with tears rolling down his eyes that he was leaving his wife and kid behind. He manned up and was able to do that, leaving a sick kid and his wife behind in Queens. You and I and Will made a different decision.
Yeah, I want to put one more thing in perspective, because I really don't want to dwell on the subject, but I want to put something in perspective. The storm, by the time we got up Tuesday morning, the storm had sort of passed. But the feeling was when I left my house on Sunday night with a bag packed, because I had not made the decision whether I was staying in or not, was that if you stayed in on Monday after 1 o'clock, the odds of you getting home before Wednesday were slim and none.
That's right. That's why everyone's in such a rush to get out of here Monday after the show.
It wasn't just like a couple of hours to go home and you could have come back. It was you were going to leave your family and your home for a good 48 hours.
Yeah, if you could go back, would you change? Did you make a mistake, or do you stand by your decision?
I stand by my decision.
And one other point, going back to, you should always remember those shows and those times that Howard says, Gary's the best parent on this show. So I think, shtick and real life, I think you may get the benefit of the doubt, like deep down, he knows that your family's coming first.
I just see the face over your shoulder laughing at that statement, by the way.
No, but I'm not opposed. In other words, what Ross is saying, whether I'm the best or not, because that's what bothers Scott. I'm not opposed.
Sorry, I don't want to get in the middle of this one now.
I could already answer this. I know Scott well enough. What Ross is saying is, to say I care about my family, I'm not a poser. I didn't just pull that out for the storm.
Right.
Jason, on the other hand, and honestly, I think this was your chance to step up, with no one else around. I know I kept joking with Steve, calling him Al Haig back there, but this was your chance. To be Gary.
First of all,
to get there when nobody was around, and it was your chance to really step up
Ross,
and show.
I'll tell you, I see every day as an opportunity to step up, and I've showed Howard what I can do, and he's promoted me and given me accolades every day on the air. Look, there was no
territory, though.
This was part of the territory. And if Howard said, I cannot do the show without you tomorrow, I need you to be here, then maybe that would have been a different conversation. But
if he would have said that to you.
If he would have said that to me, he goes, if he said, I need you here tomorrow or we can't do the show, if you're not here for me, the show doesn't go on.
Right.
That would have been a different conversation.
But,
That
why?
wasn't
But you heard him say, can I depend on you?
Right.
So if you're like next in line for the throne, why wouldn't you have heard that and said, you know what? I know this show will go on without me, right. But there is no, out of the 3 producers, right. I'm going to be the one to be here to be dependent on.
Because I'll tell you why. Because
he didn't specifically say, Jason, I can't do the show without you?
No. Well, listen. Let me. I'll answer all your questions. Okay. Just give me an opportunity to answer. If Howard had said to me, Jason, I literally cannot do the show without you, and I need you to be here. I'm not saying I definitely would have been here, but it would have been maybe a longer, more serious talk. My wife was not coming into the city. We were not leaving our house. I was not leaving my wife alone in an apartment with no electricity during the biggest... Hold on, can I finish my statement? During the biggest storm. Not just to protect her, but for me too. That's why I wanted to be around. I didn't want to be in a hotel.
You could have brought her into the city.
No, I couldn't. Hold on a second. Why? No, I couldn't. And I'll tell you why. Tim and Howard keep screaming hotel rooms. I would have had to bring my wife, our dog, our 2 cats to share a hotel room with Will, his wife, and his baby. Now, I'm not doing it.
I'm sure they would have
come on and do it.
But Will wasn't staying here.
No, hold on a second. Nobody knew who was staying where.
I was told I had to share a room with Will.
Tim did put it out. In fact, it was really funny because he said, you guys are bunking together. Who's bunking? And I sent out the note.
I don't know.
And I was almost going to say, like, John and I have to stay together.
So here's the deal. Will wanted to keep his family together. Then Will and Tracy and Owen would have had to come up into the city to share a room with me and my wife and my dog and 2 cats. And quite frankly, no, I'll be very honest. It was not worth it to come in to do a 4-hour radio show in the middle of a hurricane.
But
it was
Monday,
not.
That's different. Will was not coming in Monday. He was not going to stay in the hotel because the kid and all the deals. So
he came
why
in Monday
night would you not have went to the hotel?
No, we both came in Monday.
No,
Scott's asking what was the determination that made you leave on Monday?
Because what you just said.
Yourself.
Oh, no. I didn't know I could for sure have the room. Will and I left together. I wasn't for sure I could have a room for myself, and at that point it was way too late. It was late. We left at 12:30 to get back to Hoboken, get packed, get everyone over there.
If you had if you knew you had your own hotel room, you would have stayed in the city?
His wife and his cat.
If I knew I had my own hotel room, it would have been a much more easier conversation to go, hey, maybe we can move everybody in here.
Did you ever,
that was not the
Did you ever think of going
to
Tim and say, hey, look, I'd be open to having a discussion that if I can get my own room so I can have my wife and my cat and I don't know if you said dog, then is it worth the discussion that I can have that so I can be here for the show? I'm sure Tim would have found a room for you.
Or would have been have that discussion with
looking back,
or with Gary,
Jace,
or with Steve.
Looking back, would have been worth it for you to say to yourself, "Hey, I'll just get a fucking hotel room and I'll shine that day."
No, trust me.
He made
for somebody who's constantly being accused of being a kiss ass, my answer is very consistent here, regardless of whether Howard or Robin are mad or not mad at it. Nobody was coming into the city. The city was a more dangerous place to be than where I was staying. I was in a very high point in Hoboken. Hoboken is a disaster area, except in a 3-block radius around my house. And I wasn't going to leave my wife there by herself. And I wasn't going to be separated from my wife during the middle of that storm when the power goes out and everything. And if I had internet access and I could see what was happening in Hoboken, because I just saw the pictures today, I'd be my heart would be ripped out of the chest. I couldn't do it. Maybe Shuli's got a stronger constitution than me. I don't know what to say. He wants it more. I don't know what to say.
Well, hold on. Let's move off this because Richard's here. We'll get back to it. But Richard, of Doug, Gary, Scott Salem, everybody, it seemed like Howard said he was most disappointed in you. And you try to explain the rain and how you were dealing with that, but Robin and Howard really didn't seem to really want to hear that.
Well, he seems like he's disappointed in me a lot of times, whether I'm here or not.
By the way, I think if you got me, Doug, Richard, and Scott in here, each one of us would individually tell you that we thought he was most disappointed in us.
Well, hold on a second.
I would say me, Doug would say Doug, Richard would say Richard, and Scott would say Scott.
But see, I don't think he was most disappointed in me because I think he thinks I'm kind of retarded anyway, so I don't think he was surprised.
Well, Robin really lit into you today. She was fired up from the get-go, but you in particular felt the wrath. Why do you think that was?
I don't know. I said the wrong thing and made her angry.
Well, that was what I wanted to.
That's why I planned. I'm sorry, Gary. I planned on just going and say, "Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not going to argue." I tried a little bit to defend myself, and it backfired.
But I was going to sort of get into that, shifting gears a little bit. Early on, Robin asked Howard at like 6:05. What about Gary? And he goes, "You know what? It's enough. It's enough. Whatever." And Robin seemed to want to talk about it more than when Doug came in. They spoke about it, but Robin, I would say, seemed angrier about it than Howard.
I agree.
Even to the point where she said, you should hear what I say about these people off the air.
Well, Robin has
Jim
said
McClure,
about,
call in.
Robin has said about me before, and I'll never forget this. She said one time, nobody would care if I died.
Wow.
And so it's like I'm not I'm used to being ripped into by her.
But the thing that was getting lost there was, she was saying whether, why would you leave your family in a dangerous place? And I would say that's not the same situation. I didn't leave my family in a place where they could die. I left them in a place where there was some danger going on. I didn't think they were going to die.
Protect them.
Where I could protect them, but Robin was just so angry.
A lot of venom, just venom.
And she does not see that money does play a part in this. Like, us wanting to protect our houses is very important to us. Maybe it's not to her. Maybe she's got enough money to.
Yeah, why not? Let's let it get washed out to sea. She'll just buy another one.
Well, they kept saying to me that all my stuff is junk. What does it matter?
And by the way, because Robin really, I don't think she understands what relationships are like, considering she hasn't really been in a real relationship in a long time. So let me explain something about what it means to protect your family. No, I couldn't do anything if a tree crashed through my roof. Okay, I couldn't do anything. What I could do is be there and hold my wife's hand when the power went out, and to be the guy that says everything's going to be fine when I knew everything might not be fine. Robin has a lot of opinions about how people should protect or not protect their loved ones. You know what, Robin? Why don't you find a loved one and then you can tell us how to protect her?
All right, Jason, calm down. But he's got some venom in it too. But I said this on the air yesterday. I'm going to say it again. There's a period of time during the storm where you could hear a tree snap in the front yard, where the lights flickered off and on, where I heard pop, 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 because the modules on my computer lighting blew up and started smoking, and Mary wanted to call the fire department. And exactly what Jason just said is what I was there for.
Man.
Okay? They were never in any danger, but I think had I not been there, I was doing a lot of things that I knew I could look at it and go, I think this is what it is. She couldn't. And so she wanted to call the fire department. I'm thinking, call the fire department. This is the last fucking place they're coming.
Right.
There's an actual fire going on down the block. So what I could do is comfort her, and that's what I was there for.
She kept saying, why would you stay home? Why would you stay home? If it's so dangerous, why would you stay home? Where else is everyone going? Everything it said that if you're not in a flood zone or an evacuation zone, the safest place is at home.
No, but her
and you
point,
stay with your family.
But
yeah, Doug, why weren't you in? She questions, and what are you going to do for your family? Well, when the power goes out and I have two little kids who are scared shit, you need a parent for each of them. You don't want them running around the house. But again, like Jason said, she wouldn't know this.
Her point was that you had on Monday, you had time to bring your kids in to do what
Why would you
bring your kids to the city?
I'm just
to a place that is basically a quarter
stating her
flooded.
point. I'm not
it's
saying
a
I agree
moronic
with
statement
it.
and
Hold on.
offensive and
Why did
dumb.
John get off here? No one ever said about John.
Why did John wasn't here?
What's my call?
Yeah, why were you home yesterday?
Because I wanted to be with my family.
Oh, what are you going to do to be with your family?
And I made that decision.
But John,
Your kids are older.
Hold on.
Yeah, your kids are in college.
What everybody's getting at is, do you think that that it was?
Yes, I think Robin's holding them
do you think that Robin didn't understand? Do you understand why you wanted to be in your home?
Do I understand? Yes. The point.
So why do you think she did?
Pretty clearly. No. The point I'm trying to make is this: Robin was saying, if a tree falls and you're there, what are you going to do? So why not, if you have the means, why not be in a hotel with your family, quote unquote, safe, and then whatever happens to your house happens? My take on it is, I'm not leaving my house. Right. I want to be there with my family.
Most normal people
and I want to be in the house. If it goes down, I'm there for
you
that.
Go down with your ship,
I'm there with my family.
If her ship sinks, she could buy another one.
But that's not fair.
That's not fair.
And that's really not fair.
Well, why is that not fair? Hold on a second.
I'm talking about my situation.
Right.
I'm talking about my situation. So I said yesterday, the people across the street from me, the power went off and on, off and on, off and on, and they had like a little flame spit out of their electrical outlet, and then all the surge protectors melted. Now, if that could have turned into a small fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I wasn't home, my house would burn down. If I am home, I have a way to put that fire out. That is a perfect example of why I wanted to stay home.
I kept water from getting into my apartment. It would have ruined everything in our living room and our bedroom.
Oh, but your stuff is stupid.
But let's say,
it's my stupid.
But let's say you're sitting in your house, you're with your family, you know the decision you've made, and nothing, very little happens. Do you then regret that decision? And the answer is absolutely not.
That's all hindsight. Let Robin go take a ride around Jersey or somewhere. And again, I feel for her because her house is probably destroyed.
She told me that she always wanted. She told me she always wanted bay and ocean views, and she's pretty sure she has both now.
Yeah, I think it probably is.
But can I just the point I was trying to make before, because I lost my train of thought, was at the end of the day, especially from Robin. I can't say this about Howard, but from Robin, I think she was trying to paint us as a bunch of people who were looking for any opportunity to take a free day off. And I don't think that represents any person in this room.
Absolutely not.
And I worked at home too.
And,
Howard was saying,
I
what
worked
did
at
you
home
do?
too.
I did work at home that made it onto the air Monday and Tuesday.
I got up at 4 a.m. yesterday. I logged the show until my app and phone ran out of power, and that log is now in our database.
But we've worked. I've worked with people who are like, I've worked with people who have used everything from religious holidays you've never heard of, like All Saints Day,
like Scott Salem.
Well, but even other than that, I've worked with people in other jobs who have used lots of crazy excuses to get days off. We don't get that here. Right? We don't get that here.
Well, how about I said,
John, you worked on, you're not super religious, but you worked on a pretty holy holiday that you would have taken off, right?
Today,
All of our Jews
today is a religious holiday for me, Halloween, and I'm here.
We were hitting Robin a little bit there, but
Jason was.
Well, I think but is that anger misplaced? Like, Doug, you went in there today. You weren't pissed at Robin. You were pissed at Howard.
I was annoyed at the whole situation. I just felt I was attacked because I passed on and followed directions given directly to me by the company. And the plan was to not send anyone in. No one could go in was the mandate. I fought it, and they were comfortable with 3 guys, or it was more if there were more in New York, who can come in. So I got the show up and running. And we didn't cut a daily show. We have no power. We have our servers down. So I couldn't do anything differently than if I was here at home. I listened to the show. I took notes. I know what we're doing. Nick was at home logging the show. So everything sort of happened remotely, and I made it happen. But no, I get the shit kicked out of me because it's more fun. I get it. I don't know if it was a bit. I sort of felt like Gary, like it became genuine feelings. And it was like fury. I'm glad I didn't call in yesterday. Thank God, because I was on fire yesterday.
But by the end of the segment
I would've sounded
today,
like Jason,
you were apologizing. You were
because it's like I think he had a little bit of a flip where he was sort of apologizing back to everyone, saying I think he sort of flip flopped a little. Yeah, well, good. Well,
it is. I have to
counterpoint
say,
might hurt then.
Monday, I listened to the show from home, and there's nothing as frustrating as hearing Howard talking about you.
Oh,
and
my
you're
God.
going, no, that's not right.
Well, that was that crappy phone call I made yesterday. The line was so bad, and I was trying to talk to Howard.
Oh, it's even worse, I think.
It was worse. But we should talk about, because Scott DePace and I were just talking about this a little bit. So yesterday, after the storm is sort of over, I realized at about 11 o'clock, holy shit, I got to get out of this neighborhood for tomorrow, because no way, if I don't make it on Wednesday, I am fucked.
Yeah.
Right? So if you go in front of my house and you're going to make a right, there are 3 large trees down like 30 yards apart. There's no way I'm getting out that way. So I found out the other way I can get out to go deep around. The only thing blocking me is this low-hanging wire, right? Now, a couple of people have touched it. A couple of people, they said it's not live, but still. And I can't go unless I get my car under this wire. So at one point, I got Lucas, got a big branch with like a Y on it. You know what I mean? And like Lucas held it up while I went under. And Mary goes, "You're like the worst father ever."
Yeah,
She's like, how do you know they don't turn the wire?
Yeah, we're using that next time you see it.
So that branch was wet, it explodes.
I think that hurts your best parent on the show.
Well, I was with a couple of my neighbors, and we sort of knew that they were helping as well.
Now,
too.
on the flip side, Gary, what if you did that and it turns out, God forbid, you got injured or the car exploded and you died? And then how does Howard feel? Because he put that pressure on you. Well, he put the pressure on you to get you in. You know in your heart
be honest,
that you didn't want to come in.
Would Howard do that? Would Howard go under that wire?
No.
No way. Would Howard? I went under a tree that literally, there were branches going to hit my window and stuff. And if one of those branches caught wrong and the tree ended up falling on my car, I was dead.
Mary and I were fighting all last night. We went out to dinner, and I had to go under tons of trees that were like that. And at one point, she's like, "Don't go into the tree." Meantime, everyone's going. It's the only way you can get through. I said, "The tree's not going to just fall like it is. You're going to hear it crack, and we can put, I can gas it and get out of it."
Yeah, we had the same. I was like, "How am I going to get here if I don't go under the tree?"
Well, hold on. Well, I had to spend $70 on a cab getting in today. That's like a tree falling on me. That was expensive.
Hey, Mike, you also incurred some wrath early this morning because of something that you tweeted, and Howard made a point to remind you why you're here, you have a job, etc. Did you get his message loud and clear?
Let me remind him why I'm here. I'm a producer and an editor for Sirius XM Radio. When it comes to raises, when it comes to anything to do, that he should be involved in, we work for Sirius. We don't work for Howard.
Mike, I'm going to help you here. Seriously, I think you're a good guy. I think Doug doesn't work for Howard. I works for Howard. Do you follow? Like Doug
I
works
work for Howard.
We do.
Doug, you work for Indomit, but at the
I
end
work
of the
for
day,
the licensee of Howard's
We
products.
do, but like Will was complaining last week, Howard doesn't know me. He doesn't know a lot about everyone here. I have a kid in one of my 2 apartments that I care for 3 nights a week. My concern was getting from this job, at 5 o'clock on Monday when the storm is beginning, to the Bronx, back to Washington Heights to my house. I got to worry about other things than just this job. And granted, nobody on the air knows, Mike may have a kid at home.
I think probably if I could give you one piece of advice, we've all voiced that here saying, hey, we wanted to be with our families. I think that's what you're saying, somebody who's like a family to you. I think that when you keep it in-house, and you could talk to Howard, that's fine. When you start tweeting it, it looks like...
So I'm going to get rid of my Twitter then. I'll get rid of my Twitter.
Well, you don't get rid of your Twitter. I'm just saying that
it's just judgment. It's a judgment call.
Gary, let him get rid of his Twitter. Let him. If he's going to get rid of it. Mike, and you know this, I like you, and I've talked to you many times about how I feel you on Twitter is going to get yourself in serious trouble to get you fired from here.
Opinion. That's fine.
Well, that is my opinion, and I've shared it with you. And I think if Gary is encouraging you to get rid of the Twitter account,
I think it's fair to say if we keep it. I'm saying it's fair if we keep it in our universe. Meaning, Howard will yell at me, but if Howard were to go on Kimmel last night and say my producer's the biggest fucking asshole in the world, that's sort of out of our universe. It's not really fair.
But let me ask you one question, Gary. As the executive producer of this show, could these shows that were done Monday and Tuesday not have been done on a Thursday and Friday of any week? Could they have not been replaced?
Shows can be done any day, but it's Howard's determination what he wants to do and when he wants to do it.
Well, the answer is no. Yeah, because it was a day and date at that point. It was like he wanted to be...
Maybe I missed the question. What was the question?
No, Mike, I think the bigger point there, though, is that it's Howard's show.
Right.
If he wants to do 5 a week or none, that's his call. It's the Howard Stern show that we all work
It's not a
Sure,
democracy.
but if we can't get in to help him with that show, we shouldn't be ridiculed and slammed and insulted.
Assaulted?
Well, then I
insulted, not assaulted.
Oh.
Insulted.
He said assaulted.
He said insulted. And that's fair for you to say, here, I would just not do that, because then Howard could take this tape, play it back on Monday, and have a dialogue with you. I would keep off of Twitter. That's my recommendation.
I will.
Mine too.
We have a big show for you today. A newly weird game. Yeah. Listen to who's competing. Sal and Christine. Sal Gubinale and Christine Gubinale. Benji and Elisa. Benji and Elisa, always a popular choice for any kind of...
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Why? I love when those two
Benji's
go
so
at it.
obtuse. Is he really going to play the game?
Yeah,
or is he
I
gonna
think
be
he
trying
will.
to be sticky?
Ronnie and Stephanie. Everyone loves to hear from Ronnie's young
Excellent,
girlfriend. This is like a 30-year spread there. What is the actual years spread?
Well, I think she's 29 and he's 63.
33-year
spread.
33-year spread. Hey, so what? I'm a big star now. Ronnie's block
Sounds
party.
right to me.
There's snow on the roof, but there's fire in my dick. Go!
The weekend is over.
Yes, sir. The weekend is over.
Now it is
About to start a new day.
with some newly weird.
Newly weird game with Elisa, Christine, and Stephanie.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you today, Stephanie?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. And Christine?
Good.
Good to see you.
You too.
How are you feeling about today's contest? Right this way.
Missing one.
Oh.
How am I feeling? Tired. A little early for me.
Okay.
I'm okay. I mean, it's only a couple more hours that I didn't get to sleep, but it should be all right.
Okay.
I'm pumped.
Okay. Elisa, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm
I
happy
see.
I'm not singing. Let's just put it that way.
Hula hoops in tow.
Just in case I have to sing. I have this
I like it.
to cover up the bad singing. Or
So,
maybe not music.
ladies, I have to ask, are any of you worried about today's competition and what it might reveal about your relationships?
Not really. Really? I feel I was quizzing Ronnie, so I am more prepared for it. Yeah, it's gonna be that one question that we didn't think of.
But I think you'll have fun today.
I hope so.
Hello, everybody.
We did not practice, so I just want to put that out there now. I don't know the favorite color. I can't remember what you put in your coffee.
See, I know all those things.
I
I
know
was
none of
thinking the
them.
more dirty questions were like, what's your favorite sex position? What's the best thing that I do for you? And we were trying to go with that.
My answer will be no comment.
I know that.
Which I already pre-warned everybody.
Your coffee.
So you're ready to go, Christine?
I'm ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll see you in the studio.
I just have to go.
Okay.
How about, are you going to say John Lieberman again for the fuck thing?
No.
No, you have another guy picked out?
Yeah, we've moved on.
You're over? It's over with you and John?
Over, yeah.
That's cute.
Ladies,
See why you said that.
Yeah.
best of luck today.
Thank you. I know, we're just chit-chatting to ourselves.
And have fun. You know, let yourselves go.
I hope we don't break up after this. That's what I'm hoping. I hope we're still
We'll be
together.
fine.
I hope we're
fine.
still together.
Do you think there's value in having the couples sitting there at first to interview them?
I thought so.
And have the guys leave? What do you think, Gary? Will think so.
What?
What do you think there's value in just having everyone come in together and sit?
I do.
We'll talk to them, and then the guys leave.
Okay, because I just told them the other way, but I do think there's value that way.
Okay, let's do that.
Can I just tell you one thing?
Yeah.
I don't know what was up with Benji and Lisa, but Benji was wearing a baseball hat that looks like okay on him, and she's like, "No, put on the other hat, put on the other hat." So now he put on a hat. It's neon blue, and it says Elisa on it in like another neon color. I don't like. They were into something. The scene is so weird. What
They
they're
just
into.
walked into the bathroom together.
Yeah, like they're into such a weird. Like you saw that thing with him yesterday on the organization show, the TV show. Like
What was that?
they're into such a weird scene. I don't even know how to describe them.
And then they were making out. They were like, it was crazy.
I think they think their performance on it.
They do.
And good morning, everybody. Time for a real excitement now. Ladies and gentlemen, give me some nearly weird... Take two. Welcome, couples. Newly Weird game brought to you by my good friends at Playtex. Fresh and sexy intimate wipes. For before and after sex. Don't worry, Sal and Christine. You don't need these. Be clean when it counts. All right, let's meet our couples. Let's find out. Now, this is for $5,000. We're not kidding around here. This could be really, really big. Let's say hello to Mr. Ronald Mund and his beautiful girlfriend, Stephanie. Stephanie, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Do you think you and Ronnie will win? Do you know each other really well?
I think we will. I have confidence, so we'll win.
Okay.
We're going to take it.
You know, it's funny, as I look at the panel, and I think everyone has said this, like, these are three really beautiful women who do not look like they belong with these men do not look like they belong with these women. It's really...
They all look like kidnapped victims.
Yeah. It really is weird. Like, really, three really incredibly attractive. I don't know who's more attractive. I mean, but three of the ugliest guys, right? Stephanie, don't you think you're too good for Ronnie?
No.
You don't?
No, not at all.
I mean, at the end of the day, you come home and you go, you're too good for Ronnie.
It's
aren't you?
Ronnie. It's Ronnie.
It's Ronnie. I mean, it's Ronnie.
I'm too
Ronnie,
good for her.
You're too good for her, Ronnie? Do you really?
That way. Yeah, it's definitely
You're too old for her.
You're too something.
Ronnie, do you really pay attention to Stephanie? Do you really know her well, or is she just your sex object?
No, I know her pretty well, I think.
Right. Do you feel confident that you could beat Sal and Christine and Benji and Elisa?
We'll see what happens.
We're going to see. But you're pretty relaxed about it. The way the game's going to work today, you guys, is that the ladies will sit here. I have 15 questions. You'll answer them. The guys will come back in the room, and then when they come back in the room, we'll see how well you match up. Whoever matches up the most walks away with $5,000 from Fresh and Sexy. Refresh my memory, Stephanie. How did you meet Ronnie again? Where did you meet him?
I got this little bar in Manhattan when I was bartending.
Right.
When I first moved here.
Was it love at first sight? You saw him and you were like, wow. I mean...
not
really.
Not really.
Was it the mustache? I mean, what was it? What really got you?
Just his personality, I guess. Just the way he comes across, you know, how he wooed me, per se.
Right, yeah. He has a great way with women.
He does. He really does.
He really does. He's a good guy,
So he
right?
kept coming to the bar until he got you.
That's right.
Exactly. That's how it worked.
Let's see. So you made a prediction. You believe Ronnie will marry you within the next 4 years.
Sure.
Ronnie,
When
what
did
do you...
that happen?
If he doesn't die.
Wait. When did... Hey, shut up over there.
Ronnie,
you got your knife out?
Ronnie, seriously, what about that? You're so anti-marriage. I mean, this woman has stuck with you. She obviously wants to marry you.
Stuck with me.
She's stuck with you through thick and thin. Come on.
And
what do
I
you think?
stuck with her through thick and thin.
You
okay?
won't ask her? Won't you be
You
loving?
might as well be married. Then.
Aren't you worried about her?
Robin, you go get married first, and then I'll get married.
But Ronnie,
That's
what
a
if
deal?
Ronnie? It's a good point. What if you did? You are how many? It's a 32-year age difference.
Right.
Right.
If you did drop dead, aren't you worried that Stephanie will not have financial security?
I got
Seriously.
that taken care of.
What do you mean you got that
I have
taken
it
care
taken
of?
care of.
You looked into that.
I have it already.
She's getting
it's
into
already
the
taken care
coffin
of.
with him.
Oh, you're gonna kill her and bring her into the coffin with you.
No, it's taken care of.
Stephanie, is there real concern among your family that you're with a man 32 years your senior?
No, No, not really. I mean, my parents love him.
They do?
He gets along really good with my family, and he's good with my niece and nephew when I have them all in town.
Do you ever say to yourself, "I'm young, I'm attractive"? I mean,
say it all the time.
All right. Do guys hit on you all the time?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think any more than normal girl, you know.
I would imagine you get hit on a lot. And never do you waver. You always want Ronnie.
Of course.
Ronnie is the guy.
Yeah, Ronnie is the
I don't know. Is that true?
He must. Are you great in bed, Ronnie? Is that the secret?
He's very good in bed.
He is.
He is.
He's
amazing.
masterful. In other words,
He is.
he's had so much experience as an older guy that he knows what to do.
That must be what it is.
Sal, you're laughing. You somehow don't believe it.
He's good in bed.
Dude, how many times do you get laid?
Him good in bed, you mean he just passes out because he's so fucking old as soon as he lays down?
I don't think so.
That's being good in bed.
Would you say you have a very active sex life,
Very
Stephanie?
active. Yes,
really?
definitely. Very
How many
active.
times a week would you? Well, I'm not even going to go into that
Okay.
yet because who knows? That could be one of the
that
questions.
could be the question.
That could
Possible.
be.
Anything
Could
could
possibly be
possible.
one of the questions. I don't even know.
God knows what the questions are.
Are you still masturbating, Ronnie? Or
No, I
you?
told you. I said no on the news. I
Wow.
said no, I don't have to.
Wow.
His arthritis won't let him.
Yeah, my carpal tunnel syndrome.
All right. Let's meet our second couple, the very beautiful Christine and Sal Governale. Very nice to have you here. So, you two are infamous for being on the show many times. Christine, we haven't seen you in a while. How is the marriage going?
Very good.
You mean it is better?
It's better.
You mean you're feeling more loving towards Sal, or you're just tolerating him?
I feel more loving.
You feel more loving toward him. Really?
What
changed?
happened?
What happened? Because I can't see why you would change.
He hasn't changed. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
to you?
Fuck off, Robin.
Christine, did he get better in a sense?
Yeah, we're all good.
Yeah?
We're doing good.
Do you still feel like you want to be loving toward him, sexually loving?
Sure.
You do.
You do?
Sure, if I have to.
Sounds like a no to me, dude.
Does sound like a no. So, many people forget. How did you guys meet?
In college.
In college. Is that right? And Sal, how did you know? Did you know right away when you saw Christine that she was the woman for you?
Oddly enough, I was standing next to my best friend before I even met Christine.
Right.
I pointed to her and said to my friend, I'm going to marry that girl. It's just one of those. Yeah,
That's the woman I'm going to torture.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Christine, don't you wish now in retrospect you'd been anywhere else? What college was this?
Suffolk Community.
Ah.
Bar and grill.
That's it.
I mean, yeah.
And so when you met, was it love at first sight for you, Christine?
Yes.
It was.
Really?
I never knew that. Yeah. Because when I first
Why
met
don't you
her,
talk to each other once in a while? Maybe that'll do
when
it.
I first met her, I was so nervous that I talked about a one-night stand that I had the night before, and I thought I kind of blew it.
What a way to charm a woman.
Yeah.
It's absolutely. And Christine, recently you made Sal stop his. He was tweeting for a while pictures of his own penis, right?
Yes.
You put your foot down.
I did.
Thank God.
Yeah. What was that called, Sal?
It was called Foreskin Friday. You know, I would dress up my penis and, different things. Like for Cinco de Mayo, I was Pouchy Gonzalez as Speedy Gonzalez.
Right. So you would take your pouch because you're uncircumcised,
Right.
and you would dress it up and make pictures. Christine, when did you become aware of this?
Shortly before it ended.
Right. And
Yeah, the people tip her off.
what happened? You said, "Hey, Sal, it's enough."
What are you doing?
Right. Was it because of the kids you decided?
Yeah, I think it's inappropriate.
Right. Well, all right. Let's meet our next couple. Christine, do you like Elisa? I always see you rolling your eyes when she talks.
I haven't
What?
talked yet.
What are you? Do you guys get along? Do all the girls get along, or are you not into each other?
No, I think we get
I
along.
think we get along.
You
I
do?
love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love the other women?
I do. I just kind of met Christine. She's wonderful. And
Right.
Stephanie, I've met before. She's
Benji and
both
Lisa,
beautiful.
I don't know if it's a shtick, but the two of you can't keep your hands off each other. You're kissing every minute while I'm talking to the other couples. It's almost
so in love with Benji.
really, you really are.
I'm very into him today.
But,
Today, because
why
it
today?
changes from day to day.
He's like a politician. He had great sex with me last night. I don't know if it's because of this game.
What makes great sex?
He was slow.
I usually
he did
go too
foreplay. He usually goes right into the vagina. Last night, he was very
Describe
nice.
the perfect night with Benji sexually. In other words, he kisses you for a long time and plays with your breasts?
Yes, he plays with my body parts before my vagina. That's the best night that it could be.
Did you know about that?
Well, you know what?
know?
Some women,
Isn't that normal,
some
the way
women,
you're supposed to?
some women don't want that. Some women want wham bam, right, Christine?
No,
Sometimes you want it to be
no.
over really fast, right?
Who would want that?
She doesn't want it to start, Howard.
Stephanie, you like a little foreplay? Come on. Of course. Yeah.
Oh, Ronnie's a master. Ronnie, you do foreplay, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
Ronnie's the master, yeah.
Right.
Without
What do you do? What is the special technique, Ronnie, you have with the clitoris? What do you do? Do you know what?
What?
He whacks it with his cane.
Put it this way: we have to lay a towel out on the bed.
What do you mean?
Oh my God!
You mean because she's? You mean because she's so excited?
Maybe.
Yes.
Wow. Is that right?
Yeah, it's true.
You will ruin the bed because he gets you so turned on.
Yeah, and we just bought a brand new mattress, so now we're definitely putting a towel down and everything.
Wow, Ronnie must be some kind of magician
We
in
have
bed.
to put a towel out too, but I get real sweaty.
The towel's for you. Elisa, the last time you were here, you had said, and I have tape of it, if I can refresh your memory, you said, Benji, I hate him. Not even I hate him. It was just like, he doesn't do anything for me romantically anymore. You were really kind of down on the relationship. And
He didn't stand up for you.
And you even said you were going to break up with him. I mean, it was pretty startling.
It's not good right now. He's not willing to go on a limb for me. He's not willing to say, oh, I'm going to get up right now. I'm going to sing with you. What you're saying, he's not willing to go. He's only willing to go so far. He's afraid. He's really a sexual person, but with everybody else, not with me. I just I don't even want to look at Benji, and he's actually not even going to be able to get in the house. Locking Benji out.
And Friday.
No, I'm going to lock him out. He doesn't have my back.
Yes, we're up and down. He actually broke up with me yesterday.
Really?
He threatened to move out, and he wants to move out. He wants to get as far away from me as possible. But then we had sex, and it was so good. So I can't read him. It's hard.
What's going on, Benji?
I don't know. I really don't know. What?
I love Elisa very much, but Why
did you break up with me yesterday?
Because we got in a
YouTube
bad
video?
habit when we get in arguments that I break up.
Oh, I see. And you say, hey, I've had enough.
And I love her, and I'm really committed to her.
So why'd you break up with me? I mean,
she's so beautiful. So her personality must be bad if you're breaking up with her, right? I mean, what could be the reason? It's
I
not
feel
your
like that's my
looks.
strong suit, my personality.
I don't know. Well, then what is it? Why can't you get along with her?
No, it's me. I'm not easy. Do you think I'm easy to get along with?
Well, I mean, you want to be with other women.
Can you imagine living with me?
No.
Terrible.
Right.
It really is.
So he made love to you and everything changed.
It was so good. He really tried last night. He really put in an effort. It was
Cunnilingus involved?
Yes.
Yeah.
And other things like that, but in other places, whatever.
Oh, he put his tongue up your ass.
For the first time.
No, I did.
It was up there. He doesn't know the difference.
She must use fresh and sexy.
He doesn't know the difference between parts.
Well, it was
know.
all great.
Wow.
He did it because of this game, I'm telling you.
And you liked that?
I liked it.
You liked it?
It was good.
Wow. Good for you. Sounds like, when am I going to be doing anything?
I like just a kiss on the cheek.
You just want to get a kiss.
Yeah, maybe a handshake.
Yeah. Ronnie, you're big into that too. Oral sex is your masterpiece, right? I mean, you know how to do that, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, and you don't mind putting your tongue up Stephanie's ass.
Hey,
I don't mind either.
Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, man.
Stephanie, you enjoy that?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm I'm looking at Gina over there. She looks like she's going to vomit.
Well, listen, Elisa, so the sex last night was good between you and Benji, and would you say keep saying he's going to marry you? I don't see evidence of that.
His whole family wants me, his family, his sister, Robin, right?
Mm-hmm.
His cousin, they're all trying to get him to marry me and propose to me, and he just won't do it.
What is the problem, really?
Yeah, Benji, what's the problem?
It might happen. I think it's likely to happen.
What do I have to do? Seriously, what?
Yeah, what does she have to do? Let's be honest.
Win this game.
If she wins the game, you'll marry her?
Today? Right now? Here? You will?
I would want to plan out the wedding.
No, don't worry about that part. Just worry about the proposal.
We'll see.
I have this ring.
I love you.
So if we win, is that something? Is that enough? Really?
It's points towards it.
We better win. Okay.
If you win, will you marry Elisa?
Wow. I'm so excited.
Point
You'll
blank.
have $5,000.
Let's get to the game.
Yeah.
I don't want to propose to her here.
No,
Why
I
not?
understand.
What's the difference where it is?
Will you
Benji?
propose to Elisa if you win the game?
Can we get married right here?
What? All right, so you're not committing.
I am committed.
You're so weird. Why not? What's the difference where it is?
Well, you think you're going to do better than her?
No,
You're not.
Christine, aren't you shocked how beautiful she is?
If I win, if you propose, I'll give you my money.
Really? I already made a deal with Christina.
Why not? She takes all of mine. What's the difference?
And
I need to get
Stephanie.
married right now.
Yeah.
You
Why?
could be my bridesmaid, Christina, and Stephanie too.
You could both get lost together.
Ronnie, what about you? Will you marry Stephanie if you win the game?
No.
No,
Please.
You will not.
not if I win the game. No.
No.
That's okay.
Stephanie, doesn't that hurt when he's so angry about it?
I'm not angry about it.
No, 'cause
We've had this discussion a million times.
Get married already. You've lived together. She wants
So
to.
it's good.
Do something for her.
It's good. We live together. It's fine. It's fine just the way it is.
She wants to get
But
married.
she wants it. What about doing something for her?
I've done plenty for her.
What have you done?
A lot. Don't
What?
worry about it.
Yeah, what have you done for her?
I've done plenty for her.
Well, you put the towel down at least.
No, I make her do that.
All right. Now it's time to find out which couple knows each other the best. Will it be Ronnie and Stephanie? Will it be Sal and Christine? Will it be Benji and Elisa?
Who will it be?
And who will win the $5,000, more importantly? Remember, there'll be 15 questions. Each question's just worth 1 point. Every time you get one right, you get another point added. At the end of the 15 questions, we'll see who wins.
There's no bonus question like they do in the-
No, I changed all. This is
All
the
right.
newly weird game.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
All right, men. I'm gonna up now. Elisa, you're grabbing Benji's belly. Is that for good luck, like
I
Buddha?
know that he's nervous, so when I tickle him and I go boop, he gets happy. So
All right.
that's why I'm doing it.
All right, tickle him up, and okay, guys, if you won't mind, leave the room. We're gonna put you in our isolation booth.
Okay, bye.
And now, ladies, it's time to put on our thinking caps. Up, Sal kissing Christine. Very shocking.
The whole object here is to think of what they would answer. How would they answer the question?
By the way, I'm glad you explained that, Robin, because I don't think anybody knows really what's going on. I don't even see my questions. I think I lost them.
Come on.
Well, where are they? Oh, there they are. Okay, thank you. You know, it's hard to be the host.
So much responsibility.
All right. Ladies, here we go. All right. Now, Stephanie, I'll start with you because seems logical.
Okay.
All right. All right. What would you say your spouse says most annoys them about you? Think about this. What would your spouse say most annoys him about you?
Like when he talks and I don't hear him, and I have to repeatedly go, what? Like, what'd you say?
All right. Let's go to Christine. Come on. What would your spouse say most annoys him about you?
I nag.
You nag. You're a nagger?
I don't think so. I have to repeat myself, so maybe that's nagging in his eyes.
Has he ever called you the N-word, nagger?
I'm sure at some
All right.
point.
All right. Let's go to Elisa. What would your spouse say most annoys him about you?
I throw away his papers and his little receipts on his table, and he gets very angry at that.
Why do you do that? I mean, it's important.
They're everywhere. The receipts and jokes and papers and everything, and they're just all over my apartment.
You like to keep things clean and neat.
I'm a neat
All right.
freak, and
All
it's
right.
very messy.
All right, Stephanie, let's buzz through it. What color are Ronnie's eyes?
Brown.
Let's go to Christine. What color are Sal's eyes?
Brown.
And let's go to Elisa.
Beautiful baby blue.
Beautiful baby
Just blue, though.
Okay, here we go. Stephanie, if you could change one thing about Ronnie, what would you change?
His temper?
His temper. Does he blow up at you a lot?
Yeah, every once in a while, like nonsense.
What's the last thing you did that he really got angry about?
I made him go to the store with me in Yonkers. And we got a little lost because the address I put into the GPS wasn't the real address. So we were like in downtown Yonkers, and we were supposed to be like on the other side of town, and he just kind of like lost his shit because of that.
You know what's weird about that too? I bet when you were first going out,
Yes.
he wouldn't have lost his shit about that. Everything would have
No.
been fine.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what I
sure.
mean?
That would have been cute.
Yeah, that would have been cute. Oh, don't worry about it, honey. I'm in
No,
control.
yeah.
Because it was the idea of just spending time together.
Right.
Who cared if you were lost? You were in love. It was sexy. It was exciting to be in the car together, right?
But then we're talking about Ronnie, so he probably still would have lost his shit in the beginning too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. He is no fun.
Yeah,
What are you
you
doing
can't
with
tell
him? He is no fun. Let's go to Christine. If you could change one thing about Sal, what would you change? Only pick one, Christine.
Everything? You can't say that?
So many to choose from.
Yeah.
I would say sense of direction.
Sense of direction.
He has.
Really?
No, he can't get anywhere.
That's the one thing you would change?
Yeah.
All right.
And he's going to know that you would say that. Okay.
Probably.
Wouldn't it be more stuff like he wouldn't show his pouch in public? Or, I mean, okay, I'm not going to change your answer. Elisa, if you could change one thing about Benji, what would you change?
He's a big nag.
A big
nags
nagger.
me about everything. Take your vitamins. Take these vitamins. Take 10 vitamins. Go to this therapist. Take this podcast down. Oh, take that picture down. I'm embarrassed of it. He's a nag. He's a very big nag.
He's a big nag. You would change that.
I would,
Okay.
yeah.
Stephanie, what is the grossest thing Ronnie does in front of you? It's really gross.
I don't even know. Crap.
Oh, come on. It's Ronnie. What are you talking about? Every woman gets a little disgusted over something.
Not really, because I could say like burping and farting, but I kind of do that in front of him too. So
Don't you Dutch oven him? Don't you actually fart underneath the covers and then like lift them on him?
I do, but that probably would be the grossest thing that we burp
Aren't
and
you
fart
afraid?
around each other.
Aren't you afraid that he's going to get turned off by you, having that shit smell in bed?
No, I think it's funny because who else can you do that with? Like, you're not going to do that in public with your friends or anything else. Like,
So is your
We're that
answer
close.
farting in front of each other?
yeah.
Okay, let's go to now. Christine's got to have some kind of answer for this one. What's the grossest thing Sal does in front of you? This is for $5,000. You guys better be spot on.
Well, he doesn't necessarily do it in front of me, but he clips his toenails and leaves them in a pile somewhere.
Oh,
and
that's
I
disgusting.
throw up.
And you throw up. That is
Pretty much.
gross.
Yes.
Elisa, what does Benji do? Now, Benji must have some gross things he does in front of you.
Other people would think they're gross. I am so turned on by Benji. It's hard to say. Let's see. What would he say?
What is the grossest thing Benji does in front of you? I just look at him every day and I think he's gross.
Yeah, just showing up, man.
Beautiful. He's so beautiful.
Really?
It's hard to say.
Are you drugged in
God.
any way or no?
He does give me a lot of vitamins. I don't know. Let's see.
Do you have an answer?
He's not gross. All
Yeah,
right.
oh,
If
he's
I
so
have to-
gross.
Do I have to say something so?
You have to say something.
Okay, he's somehow gross. Oh God. What would he do? That's gross.
Our time is running out.
I'm sorry.
All right, that's a
no,
pass.
wait,
What? Come on.
Okay, I guess like smelling up the bathroom. I'm sorry.
Smelling up
I
the
don't
bathroom.
Care.
All
I like
right.
it. I like
the bathroom.
All right. Does he? He shits in the bathroom? You like his smell?
I like it. I like.
You like when
I
he
go in the
shits?
kitchen. I like when I go into the kitchen because we have two bathrooms and he has this bathroom by the kitchen and sometimes I walk in there and it just smells really bad. But I like it because it's like, oh, Benji's home, you know.
Oh my God! Some
He
people
left
say,
his scent.
Some people love the smell of cookies baking. And Christine, you're shocked, right? What woman likes the smell of a guy's shit?
I guess something
Yeah.
for everybody.
He's a hot guy. What can I say? I don't
Wow!
know.
All right, good for you. You're a good girlfriend. I'll tell you that.
I love everything about him.
All right. Let's go back to Stephanie, who's with Ronnie. What about Ronnie's behavior do you find to be the most embarrassing? What does he do that embarrasses you most?
Nothing really.
Nothing.
Nothing. Like
All right.
even at his.
I'm
walk
embarrassed by him every day.
It doesn't bother me.
All right. Okay. Nothing bothers you. Christine, what about your partner's behavior do you find to be most embarrassing?
He pretends. Well, he doesn't pretend. People will talk to him. He acts like he's listening. He hasn't heard a word they said.
All right. Fair enough. Let's go to Elisa. What about your partner's behavior do you find to be most embarrassing?
I guess like when he's supposed to sing and he doesn't sing. Like we're in a
All right.
band together, he doesn't sing. He refuses.
I would think his
embarrassing.
singing would embarrass you.
No, he's a beautiful, wonderful singer, and
All
he
right.
sometimes just refuses to do it.
Stephanie, what famous person does Ronnie look like? What famous person does your lover think they look? All right, what famous person does Ronnie think he looks like? Who does he say?
God. I have no idea.
Does he ever say, I look like somebody?
No.
Does anybody ever say anything to him?
No.
All right, you have
Not
no idea?
Lincoln, not anything. Yeah.
Lincoln? Grandma Moses? Come on. What about that guy with the big mustache? What's his name, Robin? Wild Bill Hickok?
Yeah.
Sure, we'll do Wild Bill Hickok.
Wild Bill Hickok? Okay.
Sure.
Christine,
Custer.
Yeah, Custer. Yeah, I'll say. Them Indians are coming. What famous person does Sal think he looks like, Christine?
Well, I don't know if he thinks he looks like it, but a lot of people tell me he looks like Ray Romano.
Ray Romano. Okay, I could see that. And Elisa, what about Benji?
I'd say Bradley Cooper.
All right. Wow.
What?
Really? Yeah. I'm telling you, those vitamins are drugs.
I'm telling
Look
you.
at his eyes. Look at his actual face.
It's
You're not
amazing.
looking at his face.
I mean,
Check
what
it out.
these three attractive women, and wow, you guys are all hypnotized. All right, let's go to Stephanie.
Yes.
What's the last thing you did that disappointed your Ronnie? What's the last thing you did that disappointed disappointed Ronnie?
Last thing I did that disappointed him.
Come on, think about it. Come on, girls. This is
I
for
know what it
5,000.
was.
Do you, Ron? Can you tell me?
Let's, Stephanie, come on. No help.
I would say probably say if we go out to dinner and I have a few glasses of wine and I just go to bed instead of having sex with him, I just pass out and go
So
to sleep.
passing out and not having sex. Christine, what's the last thing you did that disappointed Sal?
Can I use her answer?
Yeah, sure. You pass it. You
That's
avoid.
all the
I'm
time.
sleeping.
I mean, from what I understand in past appearances, you avoid sex with Sal as much as you can, right? It's
No comment.
It's become an art with you.
I'm going with her answer.
Are you going with her answer? Okay, Elisa. What about you? What is the last thing you did that disappointed Benji?
I think I just spend too much. It's either that or shopping, something, or we had a fight about a joke that I wrote a joke and he didn't. We had gotten into a fight about it.
What you going to go with, the joke
Pick
or
one.
the
Shoot,
or
maybe
the shopping?
spending too much. I
Spending
think
too much money on
Yeah,
shopping. Does Benji give you an allowance, so to speak?
He doesn't want to, but
He does. He will give you money and he'll
yeah, but
say,
then he gets mad about it. So it's like, what kind of allowance is that?
"What kind of thing did you buy?"
I mean, I buy a lot of clothes and stuff I
Right.
clothes and spas. I love going to spas.
Yeah, you want to look hot, right? And you want to.
Yeah, I tell him that's how I would be disgusting if I didn't go to the spa.
What do you get at the spa? Manicure, pedicure?
Manicure, pedicure, facial, hair,
The whole thing.
massage. I need to be relaxed. When you're dating Benji, you have to be very relaxed.
I understand that.
No, you need
I
a
could agree with
massage,
that.
meditation.
I think all three of you ladies need to be relaxed. I'll be honest with you.
Yes, I think all of you should be on those vitamins, whatever he's giving.
Stephanie, what aspect of grooming could your partner do better?
Gosh, you know what? He does a really good job, like shaving every area that I like him to do.
Yeah.
So I don't think he could really do any better.
What do you have him shave?
I have him shave his back and his balls.
Really?
Yeah.
He shaves his back.
How does
Yes,
he
he
shave his
does.
own back?
I don't know. He's got like I think one of those man groomer thingies.
Yeah. He's got a big hairy
Those are-
back.
He does.
Yeah, that's
He does.
gross, right?
It is kind of gross.
Right. So, is there any aspect of grooming that he could do better?
No, I would say he grooms very nicely.
All right.
He's a clean guy.
All right. I'm telling you, you're going to run into trouble with that. Christine, what do you think? Aspect of grooming.
Brushing your teeth.
He smells, right? His mouth.
Brush his teeth.
Does sometimes he have duty mouth?
I don't like bad breath.
And he has it.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and you say, go brush your teeth.
Exactly.
Right, all right. Elisa, what aspect of grooming could Benji do better?
Benji's absolutely perfect in grooming, but I signed him up for a facial yesterday. I had an appointment for him.
Right.
And he came and he rejected it, and it was very embarrassing. 'cause
Why did he reject it?
I really don't know.
So he could clean his skin better? He could do a facial?
He had some dry,
his face.
flaky skin yesterday, and I had the woman all ready to give him a facial, and he just rejected her.
All right. In the interest of time, because this can go on and on and on, I'll give you one more. How's that? One or two more. Here we go. If you could change one physical feature of your partner, what would it be? Stephanie, go ahead.
Maybe a little weight.
He could lose a little weight. He
lose a
could
little weight.
rip. Yeah, he has no six pack.
Yeah, no.
All right. Let's go to Christine.
I got to go with the obvious, don't I?
What? What's
the circumcision.
Right. Is that disgusting? I see it. It looks like a shriveled piece of bacon.
It doesn't bother me, but I know it's a big thing here, so
Was he the only uncircumcised guy you've ever been with?
yes.
Right. Did it freak you out the first time you saw it?
And it was so long ago.
Right. You don't even remember your first reaction?
I blocked it out.
Yeah. All right, Elisa, what is your answer to that?
I actually want Benji to gain some weight. He's getting too
What?
skinny.
Oh, my
He's getting
God.
too
Wow.
skinny. It's not good.
You've got to be on
He's
drugs.
adorable.
This is unbelievable.
He's adorable when he's fatter.
All right, here we go. A couple more. Stephanie, what sexual request has your lover made that you denied?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's truly nothing.
You're open on
I'm
every-
always open to everything
Wow.
that he wants to do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Christine, what sexual request has your lover made that you denied?
I have no idea.
Come on. There's
Just
got-
sex.
Intercourse, are you going with? Intercourse. Elisa, what have you denied?
I'll do anything for Benji. There's nothing I won't do for him.
Anal?
Yeah, sure, whatever. He doesn't like anal.
Would you be with another woman for him?
I would. Oh God, maybe that's it. Maybe that's what he'll say. I don't like that he wants to be with the woman so bad. You know, if he didn't want to be with another woman so bad, I'd probably do it. But he just maybe he'll say that. Yeah.
All
sure.
right. If Ronnie wanted to have sex with someone you both personally know, who would it be?
Who would it be?
Yeah.
This girl Brittany that we know.
All right. Let's go to Christine.
I have no idea. Somebody that we both know.
Yeah.
Amy.
All right, whoever that is.
Exactly.
Elisa?
I think Benji will say Lisa G just because we after we saw our book cover. I don't know. We were talking about we fantasized about Lisa G this one time. So maybe
Lisa G.
Yeah, I think Lisa G. Yeah.
Would you be willing to go to bed with Lisa G in front of Benji?
I got to like Lisa G a lot, and we had this one fantasy about her, and it was
What
good.
was the fantasy?
It's stupid. It's gonna sound really stupid and not even but the cookie thing. I was in an apron and I was baking cookies, and I bent over and something like that.
And Lisa went down on you?
No. I was Lisa.
Right.
Benji was Benji, and I bent over.
Oh, you pretended to be Lisa?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
No kidding. And you bent over, and then Benji entered you.
Yes.
Wow. Look at that, Robin.
Yes. Where's Robin? She left.
He's amazing. I just can't believe what I'm hearing.
Well,
Hi,
okay.
Lisa. Sorry.
Well, we're getting a glimpse into the private lives of some of the guys who work here. All three attractive, beautiful women. I mean, there isn't one of you that's a clunker.
Also intelligent.
Yeah, it just
it's
doesn't
not
make-
like I can say, well, they don't have it upstairs.
Very, very, very awesome. All right, Stephanie,
Yes.
Christine, and Elisa, thank you. I'm going to take a commercial break. We'll bring the guys back in, and then the fireworks should begin. We'll find out which couple knows the best
There
about
we
each
go.
other. And we'll find out who gets the $5,000, courtesy of our good friends at Playtex Fresh and Sexy Intimate Wipes. Before and after sex, be clean where it counts, right, ladies? You like a clean man.
Of course.
Nobody wants some stink in that bedroom, but no one. And we'll be back right after these words from the Newly Weird game. All right, let's get the guys back in here for the Newly Weird game. We're playing the Newly Weird game. The $5,000 grand prize for the Newly Weird game is provided by Playtex Fresh and Sexy Intimate Wipes. First place, $5,000. Wow. All right, guys, sit on down. Let's get into this and find out who's going to win the Nearly Weird game. And Ronnie, who fell down? Benji, you all right?
Yeah. I grabbed his butt. That's all.
Good for you, too.
Yeah.
All right, well, we learned nothing, but let's go on.
Everyone still has clothes on. That's good.
Yes. By the way, we're playing with the following contestants: Ronald Mund and Stephanie, Sal and Christine, and Benji and Elisa. Let's find out who's going to win. All right, first question up. Ronnie, here we go. For 1 point. What would your spouse says most annoys them about you? What's the most annoying thing you do, Ronnie?
When I don't answer her when she talks to me.
Hold up your answer, will you, Stephanie? Because doesn't hear him. I'm going to make that a match.
It is a match.
Good
That's
for you.
exactly how she described it.
Very nice. All right, Sal, same question.
On the board, Ronnie.
There you go, Ron.
I would say my lack of direction. I'm horrible with directions and driving.
Christine, hold that up, please. When you nag her, you nag all the time. You're
No, nagging.
right. Well, you nag him.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
No point for Sal.
Yep, Sal. Same old story. Benji and Elisa. Benji, how would you answer that question?
It's her biggest.
What would your spouse say most annoys them about you?
Oh, I constantly nag her.
Are you a nagger? I mean, are you nagging? Go ahead, hold up the sign. Throw away papers. That Elisa throws away all of your receipts and all that
It's
stuff.
what you find annoying about her, Benji.
Right.
No, you said what I find annoying.
What would your spouse say most annoys them about you?
Right, that I constantly nag her.
What?
You said
Oh,
what?
right. I confused you. I confused the answer for you. I'm sorry. I
do
did.
it over?
Because I'm a bad host. I fucked it up.
Yeah, that was.
Give us a point.
Yeah, I don't know what to do now.
Give us a point.
We should all get a point.
We're nice
All right.
people.
Well, that's not fair to
Everybody
Ronnie and
get a
Stephanie.
point.
But
Let's make it even. Let's make it a tie, I think, on that one.
I fucked up the question. How do you handle
You know
that?
what? If it
Tiebreaker
winds
question.
up,
Tiebreaker question.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. If it winds up in a tie,
Wait, you guys.
we can hold it. First of all, we could give Ronnie an extra point and just give them points because that was a screwed up situation.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing, though. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
No,
was
because
asking-
Ronnie would still be
The
ahead.
question I asked Elisa was, what would your spouse say most annoys them about you?
I think there's two ways to handle it.
Go ahead.
You either let it stand or you throw out the whole question for everyone.
All right, I got to throw out the whole question. I'm sorry, Ron and Stephanie. I don't know what else to do.
So then Ronnie doesn't have the advantage of having answer.
I don't know what to do,
We'll figure it
Robin.
out.
Give
I
us
asked
the
her.
point. I think you deserve the point.
Don't give it to me.
One way or the other. So
I fucked in real
But
game
this
shows.
way, you're fucking Ronnie.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, in my ass.
Right.
Rob, I'm getting fucked that way. I got the wrong question.
All right, I'll tell you what. I tell you what, Benji.
Why did you
I'm
just
going to
pretend?
ask you a question since Sal and Christine knew the question.
Okay.
And I asked it right to them.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a different question that I won't ask the other couples. How's that?
Okay. That's
Okay.
good.
How's that? All right. I said. I say. I don't want to fuck this up in the worst way. All right. I said to Elisa, if you could change one physical feature of your partner, what would it be?
Okay. What
Now-
she would change about me.
I don't want to host this anymore.
Why do you ask such complicated
Right. I
questions?
said to Elisa, if you could change one physical feature on your partner, what would it be? She would change one of the physical features.
Gain more weight, bigger stomach.
Get a bigger stomach.
gain
Well,
more
that happens to be right. That's what she said.
Yeah.
So yeah, you
Ask
do
her
get it.
something
All right,
else.
so you got a point. Yeah, I figured out a fair way to do it.
I don't know if Sal got the question asked correctly either.
Oh, Robin, he did.
Well,
You
Christine
sure?
said she misunderstood it, but that's okay.
By the way, we're never playing this again. I don't understand the game, and neither does anyone else.
I understood
So
it.
the game is tied 1-1. Go ahead, Christine.
The question you just asked him, you asked us all already.
I know.
Okay.
I know I did. I'm eliminating that question for the rest
okay.
of you.
Gotcha.
I wanted to make it
Okay.
fair. That's the
Now I
fairest I could come up with.
Perfect.
Robin,
now
you
you'll have
agree.
to remember what number that is so
Right,
they can
right.
throw out that card.
All right. All right, Ronnie. We asked Stephanie, what color are your eyes? What did she say?
Brown.
Let's hold up the card. Brown is correct. See, now we're back on track. All right. Christine and Sal. We said, Sal, what color are your man's eyes?
My eyes, she would say brown.
That is correct.
Cool.
All right, Benji, same question.
Blue.
That is correct. Blue, you all have a point. Here we go. Let's keep going. We asked Stephanie, Ronnie, if you could change one thing about Ronnie, what would you change?
That was the question you weren't supposed to ask.
No, that's a physical feature. This is anything.
Ronnie, that's the question. If you could change one thing about your partner, what would you change?
What would I change?
Don't fuck me up now, because I
what
finally.
would she change?
What would I
about him?
I said
What would
I said
Stephanie
to
change?
Stephanie, if you could change one thing about Ronnie, what would you change?
Probably my attitude.
Let's hold it up. Temper. I'm going to say that's a match. Very good. Okay. Sal, we said to Christine, if you could change one thing about Sal, what would you change?
To drink less?
To drink less. Christine, what'd you have? Sense of direction.
Oh, Jesus.
Sense
That's the
of direction.
first fucking answer I gave. Everything's ass backwards in this relationship. That's all right, honey.
What do you mean everything is ass backwards with the
Well,
relationship?
he's got the right answers, but to the wrong question.
Right, exactly.
Is that how the whole marriage has been going?
Yeah. Right.
You're upset.
It's not A and B, it's like A and W, you know?
Now, you two have been together the longest out of all of the couples. You should take this thing. If I can manage to ask the questions properly, it'll work out for you, I think. All right?
I have faith.
All right, Benji. We said to Elisa, if you could change one thing about Benji, what would you change?
Was she allowed to answer the same question?
We said to Elisa, if you could change one thing about Benji, what would you change?
To be cuter more often.
To be cuter more often. Hold up your sign. What is it? To stop the nagging. The nagging. What is that, Elisa? I can't hear you.
I said
She's just saying
nagging,
nagging.
Benji.
Benji, she says you nag her.
What?
Very confusing. Ask
Why
us
is it
another
so
question. Do you have
confusing?
another question for us?
No, no.
Are you sure no sex question will
You
answer
said
anything?
you repeated the question.
I repeated it.
Ask us about anal.
No,
Ready?
you said what was,
Okay.
what would she,
What do you want from me? These are the fucking questions.
It's English.
I don't know why you're not understanding. What?
Let's put a stop to this, Benji. Howard made that. He might have fucked up the first one. That question was very clear. Don't act like you don't know what it meant.
No,
Let's
you
move
said
on.
it was, I thought you said it was the same question.
Doesn't matter. You're not getting another question. Fuck you.
It's okay.
All right,
We
here
don't
we
like
go.
it.
Stephanie and Ronnie. We said to Stephanie, what is the grossest thing Ronnie does in front of you?
What was her answer, Ronnie?
I'm thinking. Shut up.
Robin, thank you for the help.
Right to you.
Yeah. We said to Stephanie, what's the grossest thing Ronnie does in front of you?
Grossest thing I do in front of her?
We're running out of time.
Probably when I fart in bed.
Farting in bed, farting in front of each other. It's a match.
That's it. Boy, you two know each other very
Sal,
well.
we said, yeah, they're in the lead, by the way. I must say, Ronnie and Stephanie have 4 points, 1 for Sal and Christine, 2 for Benji and Elisa. We're playing for $5,000, and we seem to be on track now with my hosting. All right, here we go. Sal and Christine.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We said to Christine, what's the grossest thing Sal does in front
All
of
right.
you?
Where do we start? I would say the thing that really repulses her is when I either pick or blow my nose at the dinner table. She gets so disgusted.
Pick or blow the nose at the dinner. She said leaving toenail clippings around for her to find.
For Christ's sake.
What do you mean, for Christ's sake?
Every time we eat, when we're done eating, I blow my nose and she goes, "Ugh, you're going to make me vomit." She yells at me every fucking day at the dinner.
about it.
Yeah.
Christine, what happened there?
I forgot.
You're going
All
to
right.
forget the 5,000 too, because we're not getting it.
Benji and Elisa, the following question, Benji. We said to Elisa, what's the grossest thing Benji does in front of you?
Sorry.
Benji's phone is ringing.
Oh, gee.
Why did we include Benji in a bit? I don't even understand.
I
Go ahead.
tried to tell you.
You were right. You're always right.
She turned it off. Answer, then
Benji, turn off your phone.
Oh my God! Who's calling you, by the way, right now?
All right, it's not.
You're so fucking annoying. How do you stay with
It's
me?
hard. It's not easy, believe me.
Wait a minute. His phone
What
never
is-
rang during the show ever.
It's an alarm. We want to make sure we're up in time for this.
All right, what is the grossest thing? What is the grossest thing that you do in front?
I guess fart also.
Farting. What did you say,
It's
Elisa?
kind of like that. It's very similar.
No, smelling up the bathroom.
Smelling
I'm
up
not
the
going to. She
bathroom.
likes when you shit in the bathroom. She loves smelling
I like it. I like the smell.
Yeah.
I told him.
Yeah, she loves when you shit.
Elisa just stunk up the bathroom in our bathroom.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I did not.
She went in the bathroom and then somebody went in there from Howard TV.
That is not true.
Well, that's what they told me.
I peed. He was in there with me, actually.
No. The first time you went in.
Oh, really? You think I would go in there?
I don't know. I was just told that. That's
okay,
all.
right. Well, who told you that? Who told you
Somebody
that,
from
Ron?
Howard TV.
Who? Who's the name?
Whoever went in there.
Who's the name?
I'm
I
not
want to
gonna-
know
I'm
who's the
not-
name.
I'm not a
Tell me.
rat.
I think I could guess who's the name.
Who? Who do you think said it?
Rhymes with bitchy.
Oh, Richie? You don't get along with Richie, do you?
No, I mean,
Why?
Anyway, that's what
I don't understand
I can
that.
guarantee that that's the person who said it to Ronnie. Ronnie, is that true?
I'm not saying.
He claimed you took a dump in the bathroom?
Such a genius. I know everything.
You did not take a dump.
I did not. Benji was
All
in there with me watching me. I would never do that in front of him.
All right.
Nice try.
Ronnie, here we
No,
go.
you are.
I'll lick that.
All right,
lick
here we
his
go.
too.
Let's keep playing the game. The score is Ronnie and Stephanie 4, Sal and Christine 1, and Benji and Elisa 2. It's exciting. $5,000 prize. Lots of questions to go. Anyone's game. Here we go. Are you ready?
Ready.
Ronnie. We said to Stephanie, what about your partner's behavior do you find to be the most embarrassing? What is it you do that embarrasses her the most? Got to be something you do that embarrasses her.
I don't know. Probably when I drink, I get fucked up at a party or something.
When he drinks, what did you say? Nothing.
Okay.
Well, no point there.
You're perfect, Ronnie.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Sal and Christine. All right. All right, here we go, Sal. We said to Christine, what about your partner's behavior do you find the most embarrassing?
I would say when I drink and make fun of her. I make fun of her a lot. Poke jabs at her when,
You don't listen.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Boy, Christ's sake, it's
Apparently
getting a
she
big workout.
doesn't listen because you're getting all the answers wrong.
That was a perfect opportunity to move into
I
a
know.
better position. I mean,
yeah, the position at the door as soon as I get home.
What?
No.
Christine,
you gotta help me here. You gotta.
Christine.
Times are tough. I got bills to pay.
Christine, come on. He wants to win.
He's got a lot of drinking problems, apparently. Everything's associated with
Well, when I drink, I don't remember. I don't listen.
Benji, we said to the very beautiful Lisa, what about your partner's behavior do you find the most embarrassing? Go ahead.
I don't do this anymore, but maybe like looking at other women.
Looking at other women. What did you say?
No.
Refusing to sing.
You know, in the band.
Oh,
That embarrasses her.
I'm sorry. I'll sing right now, baby.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know what I'll do when I get in front of you. My online sweetheart, baby. Online sweetheart.
Go back to singing. You two are losing, okay?
All right, here we go. Let's go to our front runners, Ronnie and Stephanie. We said to Stephanie, what famous person does your lover think they look like? Who do you think you look like that's famous, Ronnie?
Jesus.
That's what I said.
What kind of fucking question is that?
Right. Who do you think that you look like that's famous?
Mm-hmm.
Who else has that beautiful face?
Right.
Oh, who's that guy with the mustache?
Who's that?
Who's that guy with the mustache?
They make fun of me all the time on Twitter. It's what is that?
Colonel Sanders?
Yeah, exactly. Colonel Sanders.
All right, Colonel Sanders. We have Wild Bill Hickok.
Close.
Close, but no cigar.
He's a little younger.
Sal, what famous person does your wife think you look like? What famous person does your lover think they look like?
Well,
Who do you think?
No,
who do you
who
think?
do you think?
I said. I'm going to clarify because I'm very nervous here.
Okay.
I don't want to fuck anybody up.
You got it.
I said to your beautiful wife, what famous person does Sal think he looks like?
Who do I think I personally look like?
Right.
If I had, right. I don't think I look like anybody, but people have said in the past. I'm going to say Lorenzo Lamas.
Lorenzo Lamas. Wrong. Ray Romano.
Ray Romano. Yeah, I do get that.
Lorenzo
My
Lamas.
Aunt Annie used to always call me Lorenzo Lamas.
Christine, this was a case where you were right.
It's a waste of me getting up early. Go ahead.
I smell you guys still being broke. All right. I mean, maybe you'll win the money, but I don't know. It's getting slimmer and slimmer, your chances. Benji, we said to the beautiful Elisa.
What's the matter with me? What's the matter with you? I blow my nose every fucking day, and you're yelling at me.
Easy.
All right, I'm sorry.
Security.
Christine, is this how it goes at home? He
We ignore him.
Poor woman. All right, here we go. Elisa, Benji, we said to your girlfriend, what famous person does your lover think they look like? Benji, who do you think you look like? That's famous.
I never say any. Can I say that I don't look like anyone?
You could say whatever you
I'll
want.
say I don't look like anyone.
You don't look like anyone.
This is unique.
Lisa, what did you say?
Oh my God, Bradley Cooper, obviously.
Obviously, you look like Bradley Cooper, the world's sexiest
What's
man.
wrong with you, Benji?
Everyone always says that. God.
Wow.
I like to meet those
Who
people.
says that?
Who's everyone?
On
Name one
Twitter
person.
and message boards.
On Twitter, people say he looks like Bradley Cooper.
I heard it a few times.
Wow.
He looks like him. Look at his face. If you zoom in on his face,
Like an
and you
obese
zoom in
Bradley Cooper?
On Bradley Cooper's face, it's the same face.
I would say you'd have to get really, really close.
Can we
Like
zoom in? Do we have a macro lens? We want to zoom in on that. Well, good for you, Benji. Obviously, that's a big compliment. He's the world's sexiest
You're
man.
better, honestly, but well.
Wow. All right. Well, okay. There's a woman in love.
That's not close enough. You got to keep going.
Ronnie, you're still winning, so let's maintain your lead here. Here's your next question. We said to your beautiful girlfriend, Stephanie, what was the last thing you did that disappointed her? What did you do that disappointed her?
Nothing.
Nothing. Let's see the answer. Passing out without sex. You got that. In fact, explain it to
No,
him.
wait a minute. That was the wrong question again.
No.
The question was the last thing she did that disappointed him?
What was the last thing you did that disappointed your spouse?
Right.
That I did. He thought
That's
it
what we asked.
He was answering
I said
what
we
he
asked
did.
your beautiful. Well, he answered wrong. I asked the right question because I said, "What did we said to your spouse?"
I think we should
I'm
get a point
right
for that.
Robin, I'm right. I'm going to the judge.
All right. These are. I don't know how this keeps happening.
They don't understand me. One time I fucked up.
Either you don't understand or they
I
don't
did not
understand.
fuck up a second time.
All right, just be very clear
Sal,
and
I'm
slow.
very clear. Sal and Christine, we said to Christine, what was the last thing you did that disappointed your spouse?
Right. The last thing Christine did that pissed me off would be her wanting me to go away skiing for the weekend. I said, I don't want to get hurt.
What did you say, Christine?
Not that.
Passing out without sex.
That's
Aren't you
every
always,
day.
Yeah, but so does it. But she's right. Doesn't
Are
that
you
always?
disappointed?
It's become the norm, Robin. It doesn't equate to the last thing. It's just
You two are not on the same page. I'm getting that impression.
You know, this reminds me of when I played this stupid game.
All right, here we go. Okay, Elisa and Benji. We said to Elisa, Benji, what was the last thing you did that disappointed your spouse? What was the last thing you did that disappointed your spouse?
No,
This is what we said to Elisa. I'm going to say it again.
I got it.
What was the last thing you did that disappointed your spouse? So what did she do that disappointed you?
Right.
Well, that's how you should have put it to begin with.
What do you mean? That's what I said.
All right. Come on.
What was the last thing she did?
Fuck me.
Fuck me. She fucked you?
I fucked you?
Go ahead.
Stephanie, I did
Let's
not.
stay.
Believe me.
Benji, go ahead.
Like spending too much shopping.
Elisa spending too much money. That's it.
What's our score?
You have 3. Ronnie and Stephanie are in the lead with 4.
Benji, what the
And Sal and Christine have 1. I think it's statistically impossible. Can you turn that off?
That better not be another girl.
All right,
Seriously.
Ronnie, I'm going to be as clear as I can be.
Sorry.
Okay.
We said to your beautiful girlfriend, what aspect of grooming could your partner do better? What aspect of...
Wait a minute.
I'll say it again,
They're
Ronnie.
talking and I can't hear.
Sorry.
Ronnie, we said to your beautiful girlfriend, what aspect of grooming could your partner do better?
Meaning Stephanie.
No, meaning you. What
We said to Stephanie, what aspect of grooming could you, Ronnie, do better? Doesn't matter if I read it to you the right way. You still don't have a fucking answer.
Fuck off. Fuck me on the last one.
No, I didn't. I read it to you properly.
No, you didn't.
Gary
So
said
get
I
this
did.
one. All right, whatever.
All right, Ron, what aspect of grooming could you, Ronnie, do better?
I don't know. Maybe lose a little weight.
Lose a little weight.
Grooming. But
Oh,
that's
grooming.
not grooming. Losing weight's not grooming.
Shave my balls better?
Shave your balls better. What did you say, Stephanie? You said nothing.
Because
He does.
you do that already. You already shave your balls and your back. Nothing.
See, she should have given an answer, right, Ronnie? That's what I told her. Don't say I fucked you on that one.
No, you didn't.
All
We should
right.
get a point for the
Last
other
one,
though.
maybe, but not this
Yeah,
one.
the other one.
I agree with the last one.
All right. Looks like you're winning anyway. Sal and Christine, we said, what aspect of grooming could you, Sal, do better?
right.
Don't think so hard. Just answer.
Coach him a little. Okay, go ahead.
Is brushing your teeth grooming? I don't.
Yes.
Okay. Well, the thing is, I'll say brushing my teeth.
All right. She said brushing your teeth. You
Thank
finally
you,
got one.
Sal.
Said you had
She
shit
said
breath.
the right thing. She
She said that's an excuse to get her away from me, Robin. My breath
No,
doesn't
but
smell
she-
when she wants my money.
No, but you know what she said? Stop thinking, and you got it right.
As soon as you think, you get it wrong. Sal, you say your breath really does smell good.
My breath. I'm laying in bed. I want a little action. Comes. Oh, your breath smells like a sewer. So she knows I'm too lazy
Brush
to get
your
up and
teeth.
brush my teeth. So I roll over and go to sleep.
Is that my fault? Brush your teeth. I
But
don't
no.
know.
So you're saying your breath smells good.
I've grabbed my
Smell it
children
now.
who don't lie, and I said, "Smell Daddy's breath," and like, Dad, there's not a thing there. It's perfect.
Right,
And
right.
she's like, "Oh." Like I just ate out a horse's ass with this.
Christine, is it true that perhaps you are using that as an excuse to keep Sal
Can
away?
somebody smell his breath now?
Go
I
ahead,
had
Benji will. Benji, smell his breath.
I had some coffee. I mean,
go ahead, smell his breath.
Be careful.
Okay.
And answer honestly.
Oh.
How's it smell?
Come on. You
heard the.
I want someone normal to smell it.
How did-
Hey, wait a second.
How does it smell?
There's a slight. It's not a bad smell, but there's a smell to it. Maybe from the chemical cigarette you do. But I don't think it's that
Would
bad.
you kiss him,
I
Benji?
have a cup of coffee in front of me, right? But it's
It
not
is
a
kinda
bad
coffee.
Does it smell like shit?
Stephanie,
It
would
does
you
not
smell
smell
Sal's breath?
No, I don't want to do it to
I
a
was
girl.
like, if I have to.
Yeah, all right,
Only if
all
I could
right,
smell
fine.
her pussy.
Oh,
All right, game over. I'm out of here.
You're not getting laid for a year. That's the kind of stuff you have a problem with Sal, right? When he says stuff like that,
Yeah.
right, Christine? Yeah.
And he actually does it.
Right.
Yeah, I smelled Ronnie's pussy the other day.
All right, Benji and Elisa, let's get down to it. Please, Elisa, keep quiet now. Don't give that answer out. Okay, we said to Elisa, what aspect of grooming could Benji do better? No cheating.
Can I say like as much as Christine said?
Don't say anything, or I'll take away a point.
Okay.
Go ahead, Benji.
I know she it's either my breath or my beard. Or I'll say nothing.
Nothing. All right. What did you say, Lisa?
Wiping better?
No.
Tell them what you said.
It's like, you know when I tried to get you a facial yesterday and you wouldn't go.
Clean his skin better.
She's into,
You have flaky
I like him at the spa. He's great at the spa.
You're gross on your face.
No, it's not it. I want him to have a nice spa experience.
All right. Okay. Well, the score is still Ronnie and Stephanie in first place. Sal and Christine in last place, and Benji and Elisa right in the middle.
All right.
There's only a
Still
point
win.
separating
Oh, my God,
the two, the leader from the second place. Okay, here we go. Are you ready, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Ronnie and Stephanie. Ronnie, we said to Stephanie, what sexual request has Ronnie made that you denied?
Howard, can I
Yes.
just jump in? I don't mean to interrupt, but is this the question you skipped? Do they need to get rid of their cards? I think this might be the.
I don't know. I lost track. I would think so.
What was
yeah.
the question?
This is the same one, yeah.
I don't know.
He's right.
I can't wait for this to be over.
This isn't the one we skipped. This isn't the one. This isn't the
No,
one.
this isn't the one we skipped. We
Yes,
did
it
skip
is.
one, but we'll see what happens when you hold up your card. You might be a card or two out of line.
Okay.
What sexual request have you, Ronnie, made? Hold on. I'm going to start again. Stephanie. Stephanie, we said to you, Stephanie, what sexual request has Ronnie made that you denied? You asked her for something, Ronnie.
Nothing.
Nothing. The answer is, skip that card.
this card.
Yeah, go ahead. It's nothing. That's right. All right. That's another
Let's
point.
put the money, Stephanie.
All right, let's
that's
go.
my card.
Let's
No,
go
let's
to
split it. Seriously,
Sal
we might win.
and Christine. Sal and Christine. Sal, we said to Christine, what sexual request has Sal made that you denied?
No brainer.
Go ahead.
BJ.
Blowjob. And she said
She
sex,
said
intercourse,
sex
actual
in
fucking.
general. Well, doesn't that qualify?
No, intercourse is
Any
what she
kind
said.
of sex.
Sal, you've often. I thought she was going to say BJ because you always say you want a blowjob and you
Yes.
don't get it, right?
Never. I mean, that's okay. It's her option, but
Never heard that.
no shit. Apparently you don't. Every time I ask, you're not hearing it. No, I definitely blowjob. Definitely.
Christine, what about blowing him once in a while? Could you do that for him?
You don't have to smell his breath. though.
What are you going to do? What is that you say?
I'll blow him with a gun in 1 second.
It's funny. A lot of women do not like to give blowjobs. It's not their thing.
Right.
Certainly, you could be understanding of that, Sal.
I am.
He's understanding of everything.
Have you given up, Sal? Was there a time you used to argue about stuff like this?
Oh,
with you?
yeah.
You've given up.
2 words you get by. I agree. That's it. Whatever she says, the sky can be purple. I agree.
Christine, do you think if he was circumcised, it might be easier?
Maybe.
Maybe that's it, yeah. Because it collects a lot of
Kinda dirty
schmegma.
in there, huh,
Yeah,
Chris?
it's a little dirty in there.
Oh, geez.
Christine, he probably doesn't groom all that well down there, does he?
No, he does.
He does. Okay.
I was going to say, he's always in that pouch. It's got to be clean.
It's always cool when he puts a Mexican hat on it.
That's why I take pictures of my dick. It's the only thing I could do with it.
All right. Benji, this is a big question for you guys, for you and Elisa. We said to Elisa, what sexual request has Benji made that you denied?
I never do this anymore, but threesomes.
Yes.
Threesome?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Hell yeah.
Threesome with
You're
another
coming
woman.
on.
Very good.
That's our score, 4-4.
No, it's 5-4.
We'll split it with you, Stephanie. Yes, we will. We'll split it with her if she wins.
And please don't tie because I don't have a game plan for that. One of you get this wrong, please.
All right.
It's the
Wait a
final
minute. Will
question.
you split it with Steph if you win?
Yeah. I'm making a deal with her right now.
But Stephanie, what
I
about
want to go on
that?
vacation.
Sorry.
Stephanie, would you,
We might
since Sal
win.
and Christine are out of the running,
Yes.
and you are winning right now,
Yes.
Ronnie and Stephanie are winning. What Elisa's proposing is
It's like Survivor.
that no matter what happens, that she would split with you. Are you interested in such a deal?
I can't. I'm sorry. That's my down payment for a new car. I can't.
Of course, you're winning. Why would you?
We might win this one. Oh,
You do have a shot.
we did
All
a
right,
shot.
Here
All
we
right,
go.
all right. I
Final-
just thought I'd put it out there. Yeah.
If we win?
No, they're not going to win.
That would be insane. All right, here we go.
They're
Here we
not
go.
going to win. Okay.
We don't even need to answer.
All right, for the first time, I'm going to go to Benji and Elisa first.
Oh, good.
Okay. This way it'll give Ronnie some
let's do
time
it.
to think this
Okay.
time. All right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We said to
gonna be sorry.
Elisa, Benji,
Listen carefully.
if your lover could have sex with someone you both personally know, who would it be?
That we both know. Yeah. Personally, okay, so it's not okay. Lisa G.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah, you got that right.
To you.
Oh, I hope
once again.
I hope
Hell
Ronnie
yeah.
and Stephanie get this right. For shits and giggles, as they say, let's go to Christine and Sal.
Now we both know.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a few, but to zero in on one particular person, could it be a relative as well? Anybody?
Oh my God.
No, not my relative. I would say
A relative?
It's not a relative. Let me help you out.
Man.
I'm going to say her friend Lorraine.
I didn't say Lorraine, but
All
I
right,
did.
What'd you say?
She said Amy.
No.
Because your phone.
Sorry.
Please, this is great suspense. Now, let me explain what's going on. There's a tie between Ronnie's team and Benji's team. Benji and Elisa's team. Ronnie and Stephanie. Now, Ronnie, if you get this right, you win the whole thing. If you tie, what are we going to... Can we just split the money if you tie?
Yes, Stephanie,
good.
I already said
No, she said if
No,
you said-
Stephanie.
I don't want to go into a tiebreaker. Would you guys agree to split the money?
Yes,
if you
I
win?
would. I would absolutely agree.
Stephanie and Ronnie,
Come
would
on,
you agree?
Stephanie, the car,
Stephanie
how
and
much could it
Ronnie, would you agree to split the money if we have a tie?
I guess.
In the case of a tie.
Yeah, because I don't have a tiebreaker question, and I'm sick of this. I can't wait to throw you all out here. All right. Ronnie and Stephanie, if you get this right, you win the whole thing. If you get this right, you win the whole thing. I'll repeat the question. Ronnie, we said to Stephanie, if your lover could have sex with someone you both personally know, who would it be?
I could have sex with.
If you, Ronnie, could have sex with someone you both personally know, who would it be?
Could I say that I took it as a...
I don't want
No. Nothing. You
Now,
can't
one
give a
thing.
clue.
Why
Later.
when I watch the Newlywed Game, it seems so controlled, and now when I host it, it's a mess. I'm a shitty host. Yeah.
Those people are better screened.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We're good. We're good people.
No, the questions are written better.
His phone's been going off the whole game. Where does that? What else?
But we
does that
still
happen?
might win, even with the phone.
All right. Let's everyone quiet down. I know you're excited. He's so excited. Just calm down. I know you're excited. Ronnie, this is your time to shine or blow it all.
Oh my God.
Somebody we both know.
Answer the question.
I said to Stephanie, I'll repeat it one more time. If your lover could have sex with someone you both personally know,
I'm excited.
who would it be?
Brittany.
The answer is Brittany. You win the whole fucking thing.
Wonderful.
Split it. You still want to split the money?
Wow. Thank God.
Oh,
Get a new pacemaker,
But
Ronnie.
no, we should win half because we only been together a year. They've been together 6 years.
Hey,
Well-
take
They've
it
been together
easy.
for 20 years
Take
and they don't
it
know each other.
easy.
Ronnie's not going to win.
Sorry.
Isn't it?
Sorry,
Let's
Christine and
first
Sal,
of all,
Sorry.
Christine and Sal,
Congratulations.
you've been together how many years as a couple?
17.
17 years, and yet you got the least amount right. You only got 2 right out of a lot of questions. Christine, what does that say to you?
We almost won.
He thinks too much. He's overthinking.
Yeah, he's thinking it too much. He overthinks. He does.
Right.
All right. Benji and Elisa, very impressive for a couple that's
1
only
year.
1 year.
And we always have Lisa G.
Yeah, Lisa G, we'll see you after this.
Right. And,
Want to go to lunch?
Would you guys have Lisa G in your bedroom at all?
Sure, yeah. If she wants to come, we'll have her in there, and she can bring
I
cookies.
would love to hear
Good night.
about
I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that.
And,
You're invited too. Bring your money.
Stephanie and Ronnie, congratulations. How long have you guys been together?
Almost 6 years.
Almost 6.
6 years this May.
You really know each other very well, don't you?
Yeah, and I would have had the other point if I wouldn't have known the question.
Yeah, you would have got that one.
Blame me. Blame
I
me.
will. But hey, what? We still won, man.
They still won, so there's no controversy.
He
Thank
didn't
God.
hold you back.
Thank God. All right. The $5,000 grand prize. Stephanie, what are you going to do with the money? Clearly, it's yours.
New car?
New car.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You're getting
Can we go
a
in
new
your
car.
car?
Getting a new
At
car.
Didn't you guys just get a new car?
He
No,
got a
I
pace
did.
car. I still
No,
drive
she's
around
got-
a shipbox car that.
What do you
Braden's inside
drive?
of. A 99 Mitsubishi Eclipse.
A what?
A 99 Mitsubishi Eclipse. It's a convertible.
What are you going to get? What are you going to get if you...
Probably the Pontiac G6, another convertible.
Wow, all right,
Yeah.
very nice. The $5,000 grand prize for the Newlywed Game is provided by Playtex Fresh and Sexy Intimate Wipes for before and after sex. Be clean where it counts. Because you two ladies are so beautiful, each of you will get $500 as a little
thank
runner-up
you.
prize.
We love those
Christine,
wipes.
what are you going to do with the money? You look disappointed.
Get an attorney.
Go to Mexico for divorce.
Good for you. Finally, a good answer. And Elisa, what are you going to do with the $500?
I'm going to New Orleans to visit my family, and you know.
For 500?
Yeah.
What are you,
I'm taking the train.
Taking the train. We'll
get around.
Yeah.
All right.
She was walking. Now she's on the train.
I got to tell you, Robin, I'm exhausted from the game.
Yeah, it was a very tough hosting job.
It really, usually I'm right spot on. I have to admit, I give myself a D- as a host, but I apologize to my audience and to the contestants. But all right, all turned out fine. We worked it all out. And we'll be back right after these words from the Newly Weird Game.
Gary, I know what you're gonna ask.
I know.
There's nothing on my head.
I don't care.
No, look.
I got you.
I swear on my life.
I know.
Look at everything.
It's okay.
Very great. Ronnie, congratulations. $5,000. Please, can we come in the new car? Are we allowed in?
Sure you are.
Sure. We'll drive. We'll be in the back seat.
Mr. Munn, Stephanie.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
I mean, quite the victory today.
I think so. It was a close game, though. It was close.
Do you
just proves I love my girlfriend.
Exactly.
We're on the same page.
So this is more than a game to you guys. This represents how well you truly know each other.
I think so. I think this shows that we have a strong relationship and that we do good together.
That you can sequester one of you, ask a bunch of questions, return, and you'll always be on the same
And I would have
page.
had one more point.
Yes, you would
if
have
I
got
would've
that.
Got the question straight. So anyway,
If
we
you
still
would've-
won no
yeah,
matter
we
what.
did. But you would have got that one too.
Yes.
More in love than ever, safe to say right now.
Of course.
Oh, she's in love now. She's getting a new car.
I'm very excited. I'm ready for it. My car rains. It rains inside of the car when I'm driving it. So I want to have no wet car anymore.
Sunnier days ahead.
That's right.
Congratulations,
Thank
you two.
you.
Now go to work.
Yes, I have to go to work now. I have to go take care of little
care of the
puppies and kittens and make sure they get healthy so they can go home.
Better than taking care of Ronnie.
Exactly. It is.
I'm easy to take care of. Believe me.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah. Okay.
Kisses. Aww.
Benji, Lisa, I'm sorry things didn't turn out the way you wanted them to earlier, but
it was very messy.
Oh, and the third part, the missing piece of the puzzle here.
After that cookie book cover, it was so hot.
Right.
We Googled it and we looked it up, and it was so beautiful. Howard did such a great job on the photo. Lisa looks so hot in it. We had to have a fantasy. I'm sorry. We just had to. A lot of men, I'm sure, did.
Lisa, do you echo this sentiment?
That I want to be involved with them?
No, just, are you flattered at least?
Oh, so flattered,
Would
yes.
you ever be in a Benjalisa sandwich?
Yes, the answer is yes.
No, but I'm very flattered that they are enjoying the fantasy of my book.
Should be the lettuce on the side of the sandwich. Or the tomatoes. It's not actually in the sandwich, but when they give you the plate,
She's in
it's
it.
out. She's there, she's hanging out, but
It's a
like,
pickle.
But I really wasn't
beautiful
in it. You
pickle.
were dressed as you were in the apron, right?
No, I was in the apron. I'm you.
Oh, okay.
I'm you.
I thought I was.
You're not Lisa.
So
you want
let's.
to be Lisa?
I was a cookie.
Can we get a little
Everybody.
insight into what? So you're in the apron. What do you say? Something like the cookies are done. and
Lisa has a non-career. Bend me over. Oh.
Whoa!
Now give me your cookie.
Wow, that's hot.
It is hot.
Now, you did not emerge victorious today, but I don't think.
told you that when I came.
Right, you weren't expecting this. You weren't expecting a victory.
I knew better.
Do you see this? Do you view this as just a game, or is it more? Does this indicate that maybe, perhaps after 17 years, you don't know each other as well as you should?
I think it's just a game, and I think that, over 20 years, there's a million things you could choose.
Right.
You got to pick one.
I agree.
It made it harder for you guys.
Yeah, it's a lot. The longer you're together, the more you can choose from. It's obvious. I mean, like when he asked what grosses her out, I mean, there's a million things. The
Well,
farting.
that's just because it's you, Sal.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Maybe that's not a good example.
Good answer, Stephanie. Good
That would
answer.
apply to anybody.
Christine, how many times a day, because it seemed like Sal's natural reaction every time you guys got a question wrong was, oh, Christ. How many times does he utter that phrase throughout the course of a day?
Quite often, I guess. I'll have to count. Tomorrow I'll count.
So the key to marriage sometimes is having to use the Lord's name in vain.
No, the
Some
key
it
to
is,
marriage.
apparently.
It's tolerance. She tolerates me, and I don't tolerate. I mean, I do tolerate her. I don't tolerate. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Stop talking. Just do yourself a favor. Stop talking.
It's all good. This is a real marriage. A real marriage. 17 years through thick and thin, up and down. That's it. We are victorious. We will always be together.
Why I think the world's going to end? Because there's a lot of crazy people, and on this day, December 21st, I feel that someone wants to make a name for themselves, and maybe he's going to light off a dirty bomb in the city.
And I just want to show you guys a lot of the things that I have prepared for the end of days that might be happening this Friday, the 21st. I probably have about 6 months food supply here. I have a lot of these canned goods which you can open up, use a hand can open, that's it. Tons of tuna fish here. Health bars which you can live on. Cereal, juices for the kid. Nuts, okay? These are always good. You add water to these and you have like a macaroni they have in here. They have these cookies, cases of water here. Special thermal insulated safety gloves for all of us here in the household to wear. If there's any dust down there or anything like that, I can put this on. Police scanner. So if anything emergency, police give reports of what's going on that I need to know, I get it right from the patrol cars. I figure we got 6 months of food. After that, it's lights out if there's nothing else we can get, you know what I mean?
For goodness sakes, Bobo's the last guy on this planet who should want to go on after the apocalypse. I can't imagine that Bobo, it's that important to survive. He's there with his supplies. Somehow he thinks he's going to not get stuff taken away from him or stolen or the elements aren't going to have their way with him. I mean, it's ludicrous.
I got all my rations. Now I had to find a place to hide it. I was running out of time. We actually find 2 missile silos that are not active anymore. The most convenient location that I'm looking at right now is the Lindenhurst and North Amityville abandoned military. I understand that from folks that told me about it. I haven't been there yet, but there is silos in those areas. My thing was going to be that on that day, I was going to have my family in down one of these silos. I'm excited right now. We're going to go to the Amityville location because the Amityville is the closest, and that's what you want. You want quick response. You got to get there quick, in and out. So that's where we're going to go right now. Going to take a little ride and on our way to the first location, and then we'll be going to Oyster. Okay, these are the grounds. Ooh, that might be something over there. This is the area of the sites where I believe the missiles were kept. And this is location number 2.
Well, the second location was interesting because this time it was actually a parking lot, but it had a silo under it. So, which we may not have ever found if it wasn't for the people we saw standing there when we pulled into the lot.
I saw you hanging out here, and I was just wondering if you can give me some information on, the abandoned missile silos here.
The steel plates are where the launches were.
Really?
Okay, and underneath all that debris and brush and all of that
is the hatches.
Are where the storage facilities were.
Now, is there any hatches I can look at?
No, you couldn't get into anything at all.
No, they have no vent caps.
There are some steel vent caps that you can see on the middle and the end one.
Yeah.
This has all been covered up. This
Oh.
one.
Would I be able to look at that vent caps?
Yeah, you can
Oh, cool.
take a look.
Very good. Oh, I found it. I found it. I knew it. This is fucking great. I'll be able to come down here. See? Get a shot of that. Let's put it. Watch this. Watch this. Listen to the echo. You hear that echo? That's the tube. That's the tube. Oh my God. I found access.
He investigated a little more and realized that there was no ladder or steps to get down, and that really upset him. That took the whole wind out of his sails.
The only thing sad is, how am I gonna fucking get down here? I can't bring my 6-year-old, my wife, and expect them to go down this thing. But if it would have been a ladder, yeah, we could have did that. I could have put my kid to my back. He would have held on. I would have strapped him on, and I would have walked down here. Sure.
Here's the end of the world, and now I have no place to put my family. So yeah, I was quite upset about that.
This would have been great if Bob would have come down. Ow! Fuck! Right on my fucking foot. All right. I went back home with no real plan, and so my wife asked me, well, what's the plan? I go, Bobo has no plan. Folks, Hasta vista, whatever they call it, son of bananas. I don't know what's going to happen, okay, when the shit hits the fan. Good luck to all of you and super fans. This might be the last time you might see Bobo alive again, okay? So, but it was a great ride. Howard, thank you so much for the great ride. Many, many years of great radio. And hopefully, maybe this will continue, and we'll see each other on January 2nd. I don't know, but this is it, man. Bobo out.
During our creative meetings, you know, lots of ideas are pitched. I'm in touch with a lot of the Whack Pack community, and I knew for a fact that Bobo was, quote-unquote, a doomsday prepper.
What do you got, Joel?
December 21st, the end of the world, supposedly. It's on a Friday. We have Brian Phelan, we have Bobo, and we have High Register Sean. All three of these guys believe that the shit's going to hit the fan on this day.
Shuli said it could be cool to have a 101 special with Bobo discussing the end of the world and taking phone calls and whatnot. I just said, hey, instead of doing that, why don't we just invite Bobo in and pretend that the world really is ending?
Let's just bring Bobo here.
Bobo in.
Howard, is that maybe something he wants to on the So what you're saying, Sal, is you would invite Bobo down on Friday.
Right.
And say, look, we want to record a special and talk about the end of the world and this night, because we really don't think it's going to happen, obviously.
Right.
And so he's sitting there and talking with you, and all of a sudden you and Richard are in there, and
Everything shuts down, but the mics are still going. So you get his reaction. Holy shit!
But what else happens? Like what else after the power?
Yeah, if we can rattle,
you can just play that file chord. You're like,
Well, I wasn't really surprised to pull this prank off on Bobo. I mean, I think just a few days before, I painted his face with my dick. I shaved pubic hair off my ball sack and I put it on his face. So pulling this off, it really was, it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. As a matter of fact, I called Bobo in advance and I let him know that, hey, we need you to come down to do something, the Whack Pack playlist.
I said, Sal, I'm not fucking coming up there December 21st. He goes, no, you got it, man. I said, Sal, I'm not coming up there. I said, it's the last day, Sal. He goes, what are you talking about? He goes, don't be stupid.
I knew he was putty in my hands. I knew it was going to be a piece of cake.
He goes, come on, we'll just do it. Howard really wants you to do it. So when I hear Howard's name, I fucking jumped.
We just thought it'd be funny to see Bobo during the actual end of the world. Like, would Bobo be brave? Would Bobo panic? What would Bobo say? So we created the end of the world for Bobo.
I helped get this thing going and get it organized and get the plan in motion with Sal and DePace and Mike Schiff.
Doug came to me and he said that the guys had been working on this prank that they wanted to do on Bobo. I wasn't part of the creative meetings or anything, so I just came in afterwards, and then I started bouncing around emails between Sal and Doug and all these guys, and that's pretty much how it all started.
So the guys came to me and said they were going to pull this prank on Bobo, and we had to get prepared, and we started talking about all ways we could fool him with, you know, putting subwoofers in the floor and night vision cameras.
So they filled me in on a couple of pranks that they wanted to pull off for this thing. One was to have this emergency broadcast notice to go on while he was in the studio. Another was to have the room to shake. Then the third thing was to have a couple of things rattle around the room, some boxes falling down. So we just worked really hard that morning and just tried to put all this stuff together to make it as convincing as possible.
All right, so I'm just going to crank on every camera. I'm a true professional. They said they need me to cover this. I did. We used 4 cameras. We just decided to let it play sort of a little more natural, played it wide, and at the moment that it called for, we would kill the lights and you would see darkness, and that's how we did it. Geniuses. So faders aren't doing it here for my C&D shot. You know, this isn't my board. I could do it with the grass. Let's do that.
That's probably the easiest and best option. I'm wondering if we can still hide that night vision camera somewhere close. Just for extra coverage, I had an extra camera that had night vision capabilities on it, so I put that on Howard's desk. And so once the lights would go off, we'd still be able to see what was going on in the studio. Once Bobo gets here, I guess, or as soon as he gets here, we'll get you a camera and just start shooting.
Start shooting in like BTS.
Yeah.
My role in the prank with Bobo was to be the camera operator inside the studio. So that in Bobo's mind, there were 3 people within this studio. It was Bobo, it was Sal, and myself. And that was it.
If you jump in this area, it kind of shakes of it. You can see all the lights starting to kind of shake a bit. Since there's a floating floor in the studio, you could pretty much be anywhere in the room, and if you're jumping around, you're going to feel it almost everywhere. So we were trying to find the perfect place to put somebody.
Does this make the floor bounce?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Like some more than the other one, I think.
Yeah.
That's really good. Oh, it might be better in here. I'm gonna let you do your own thing, but you want to just spin and stop and then do a lot more and stuff. Is it having that big an effect when I shake?
Yeah, the room shakes. In the preparation, we just kind of decided that it would be a good idea to throw some CDs and books and in boxes right off the top of the rafters there.
You can do this. Oh, you're shaking. We got the ladder, all right.
It was a very cramped space. I was basically hunched over, and we decided that these large boxes were going to be thrown off with all the stuff in it.
My role in the prank was to hide under Benji's desk and shake it to simulate an earthquake, and also to knock some of the CDs off the desk. Right under Benji's desk. You want me to like just have them drop or kind of fly over past the space?
Drop them. Because
Yeah.
if it gets hit in the face, we can get in a lot of trouble.
If the room was really shaking, it wouldn't go like flying to the side.
Just gradually push them, you know?
Okay.
Guys, you know where the RTSs are in the control room? Behind the door? Right behind when you walk in the door, they're hanging up on some hooks. Just grab as many of them as I need.
We wanted to make sure that all the guys hiding out in the studio could be able to get proper direction from the control room. So they all had headsets on, and Scott was able to give, specific cues whenever necessary.
Hi, Scott.
Hi! Get those fucking mics up already.
The guys created a fake EAS alert, and we had this, basically a fake news story. So we had to figure out how to get it into the studio without anybody here in Howard's room hitting the board. We were hiding speakers around the studio, so it sounded kind of like this booming alarm coming in.
You bang on the door, say, guys, we can't get in. There's a bomb in the building. We got to get out, and then let just Bobo struggle for it for the longest time. Then hit the thing and let him just pull back, and run out.
The emergency broadcast signal is going to go on, and then just bouncing can just go on, just on and off throughout the rest of this.
No, that's it, and then just cover it, right?
Yeah. We did a couple of rehearsals just to make sure everything would flow smoothly once Bobo was actually in the studio.
Here we go.
Song number 1, Hi, My Name Is by Eminem. Guy likes to say hi, likes to rap. It's my kind of guy.
Right.
Let's go. What the hell is that? Song number 2.
What's with the shaking, guys? What's going on, man?
Scott.
Attention. Attention.
Hey, you guys hear this?
This is an
Yeah.
emergency announcement issued by Homeland Security.
1, 2, 3. Let's get out of here. Go!
Finally, the end of the world is here. It's the day it's supposed to happen, and Bobo takes off to come hang out at the Howard Stern show. So how serious could he have been?
I'm a fucking nervous wreck, but I came up here because I was told that, Howard wanted me to do something, and I did it.
Bobo, we are here December 21st. It is D-Day, and you are here recording a Whack Pack playlist, correct?
Yes, Shuli, I put my life on the line coming up here.
I can't believe you're here.
I can't believe it either.
My role the day of the prank is basically not to let on that anything is going to happen, and just interview Bobo as if it's a normal, interview. What do you have with you?
I have a police scanner. I get all the police departments and the fire departments in the city in Long Island, and I have it on standby, just in case something goes down and how to get out of the city. Plus, I brought books of matches with me in case a dirty bomb goes down. I light the match, and I see which way the wind's blowing. See, Bobo's not so stupid.
No.
So when Shirley was done with the interview, Sal came over, grabbed Bobo, took him into the studio, and they were ready to go.
All right, let's get this over with. Do you have your list?
Yes, I have
Okay,
too
good.
many to count.
All right.
All right. Sal started interviewing me, and I started going through the Whack Pack playlist. 1, 2, 1, 2.
So what you're going to do is you're going to say, hey, it's Bobo. Welcome to the Whack Pack playlist on Howard TV. And then we'll do another cut. Welcome to Bobo's playlist on Howard 100 and on Howard 101. We'll get that first.
Hey, can you give me a little iris on the 8, Brian?
Hey, this is Bobo. Welcome to Whack Pack Playlist and Howard TV feature. These are a lot of the songs that I put together that had a meaningful remembrance to me over my lifetime.
Okay, so let's shift. You're going to tell me when you want to start, right?
Wait, hold on. So let's go through the list, and I'll read you the songs right now.
You sound a little nervous. Just
yeah,
relax.
I'm a little nervous from this day. Bring me up on the 21st.
Stop with this. The day's almost over.
Hey, Brian, give me a little iris on 4.
All right, the first song is Metallica, Enter Sandman. And let me tell you how it ties into the Howard Stern Show.
So here it is, Metallica, Enter Sandman.
And here it is, Metallica, Enter Sandman.
Is that a good cut, Scott?
I mean, if you'd like to edit.
Yeah. I was all fucking twisted, man. I was fucking stumbling over my words. One of the best songs to me was Life in the Fast Lane. So here it is with the Eagles, Life in the Fast Lane.
Perfect. I sat down with Bobo for a good 20 to 25 minutes before we started triggering all the little things to give him the impression that the world was ending.
All right, now? Is the next one when we're going to do it?
As soon as he starts, yeah. All right. Scott and I were both working together on these cues. He would kind of wait for my call, I'd give it to him, and then he'd communicate it to the guys in the studio.
All right.
Hey, it's Bobo. Welcome back to the Whack Pack Playlist.
Start the shake.
And my 4th song is Coldplay, In My Place. What the fuck?
Hold on, Scott, we got the camera shake here. Hold on one second.
Whoa, man.
What the fuck is going on here?
What is fucking going on?
Stop the shake. Stop the shake.
Scott. What the hell was that?
Hold on. Let me try to figure it out. Hold on.
Hey, Scott, it's not funny, man.
Probably the building. This building sways from the... What the fuck?
The building fucking sways.
It's probably the building. All the time. It sways because we're so high up. It's probably the weather.
Get the fuck out of here.
I think we're good. Let's keep going. It's probably just a